Sorry that I'm tardy for the party. Ooh, don't be tardy for the party. But guess whose new MacBook Pro was overheating? So I had to let my baby cool down before I can hop on this live. Guys, if you're going to buy a MacBook Pro, I highly suggest you do not. If you can buy a laptop, if you can buy a desktop, buy a desktop. The laptop to me is not a good investment. It's not. It's not any better than any of the other MacBook Pros. I got the 16-inch, and I'm still dealing with the same stuff I was dealing with when I had the old MacBook Pro that was a 13-inch. It ain't worth it. It's more money, and it's just not worth it. It's just not worth it. The only reason why I got a MacBook Pro is because the desktop was sold out because everybody started working from home, so everybody got a desktop. And I would not have been able to get a desktop until last month. And I needed it like in the summer. So that's the only reason why I don't have a desktop. But if I could do it all over again, I would have just waited. I would have just waited and did what I could from my phone because this computer is not worth it. It's not. It's not. But anyway, happy Friday. How are you guys? Aaliyah, what kind of work do you want to do? I forgot that I have this makeup on. I was over here. I'm working on some other stuff. So I was over here playing the makeup and I just looked at myself and I'm like, oh, girl, you are shiny and the lips are red. Hey. um, Aaliyah, I'm just my honest opinion. If you're going to use it for school and, work and, college and school, I would just get a MacBook Pro. If you have to get a laptop, I would say get a MacBook Pro because I also have a MacBook Air and it doesn't have a lot of storage. It can't hold a lot of work. Granted, I do a lot of filming and editing, so I ran out of space really quickly. But if you're going to be using it consistently for school and work, and you're going to need to store a lot of information into your computer, I do not suggest getting a MacBook Air. I suggest if you have to get a laptop to get a MacBook Pro, but I will always say get a desktop if you can. So that's just because I have all of them. I have a MacBook Pro 13-inch. I have a MacBook Pro 16-inch. I have a MacBook Air. Okay, and I'm about to get the other one because I just have to because of the work that I do. I just have to. But my personal opinion, the Air it just doesn't have a lot of storage. I think use the Air if maybe you want to download a movie for a long plane ride or send a bunch of emails. But if you need to like store work on your computer, I would not suggest an Air. That's just my opinion. Soprano 2 said, don't get an Air. Yeah, my sister has an iPad. She loves her iPad, and she's a producer. She does a lot of work on there, and she enjoys it. But she also has a MacBook Pro. You know what I mean? So the iPad is good for her for work because she can take her work with her instead of taking her huge laptop. But she also works in production, and she has to store like a lot of information, and that's good on the go. Listen, I would say, for you for school and work, get a laptop, an iPad. Are you doing Photoshop? You know what I mean? It's just like if you got to do work. If you have to get a laptop and you have to do a lot of work, just go with the MacBook. Just go with the MacBook. But I would always suggest a desktop. More space, faster. You can upgrade your RAM. The camera quality is the desktop is just better. It's the best computer they have, and I guess they pushed the MacBook because the MacBook is more expensive. But if you're going to get an Apple, start with the desktop. Oh, it's good for the iPad is good for taking notes, but I think for what you do, you need to compare it with the you need to get it along with a desktop. Yeah, Lady Virgo, I think that I love my Air, but now I just use my Air for when I'm traveling. You know what I mean? Like if I'm going to be on a long flight, I take my Air if I want to watch movies. If I want to like check emails on the plane, that's what it's good for. But for the work that I was doing, the Air was like, girl, you better get a MacBook because this ain't it. Hey, Dominique. You're welcome, Aaliyah. Hey, Christine. Yeah, my MacBook lasted me a really long time, But for all the filming and editing that I do, I need a desktop. I need a desktop. Yep, listen to It's Kima. How are you guys doing? How's your Thanksgiving like prep going? I literally, guys, let me tell you something. If you have a Costco membership, or if your parents have a Costco membership, go with them. Go with them. I was able to get in Costco early because my mom is a senior. So if you're, I think if you're like 50 plus, I believe you're able 50 or 60 plus. I'm not sure. Google it. But you're able to get in Costco at 8 a.m. We were able to get like all the Lysol products, all the toilet paper, all the paper towels, because LA is panic buying again. So a lot of stuff is out of stock in like the normal stores, but like in like Costco, you can get them in bulk. But normally by the time that my young spring chicken behind gets to Costco, because we have to wait for the seniors, everything is gone because them seniors be shopping at Costco, okay? So today I went in with my mom. Nobody was in here. It was like 10 people. And like right off as soon as you walk back, the Lysol wipes, like these, like we got like 6 or 8 and like one pack for like, I think it was like $13. Got all these bleach Lysol wipes. We got toilet paper, paper towel, easy breezy. We were in and out in like 30 minutes. If you can go to Costco, go with a senior. Go with a freaking senior. It is easy breezy. You do not have to deal with, everybody 49 and under who are like, panic buying and shopping and all of the craziness. Go with the elderly, baby. Go with the elderly. We were in and out, have front row parking. I ain't never had a Costco experience like that. I was just like, I'm never going. I'm never going to Costco again if she cannot come with me. Go with a senior. 8 a.m. We were out of Costco before 9. That has never happened. I have never been able to go into Costco and to get right out within an hour. Never. Go with the senior. Go with in and out, front row parking. Oh my gosh. Another thing, right? So I'm walking in there with my mom. My mom does not look 16. She just doesn't, right? So there's like a line that wraps around Costco. And I'm just like, oh, because when I was dropping her off, I was like, just get out the car and get in the line because the line is long. When I'm parking, because I found the parking right in front because I'm with the seniors. When I'm parking, she calls me. She's like, hurry up because they're letting me in. And I see the line. I'm like, how are they letting you in? She was like, that's for the young people. She was like, they just letting the seniors in. Come on, I'm about to go in. So I like turn around, jump out the car, and Costco's right there because I got the senior parking. I jump out, run in, get in a line with her as as she's like rolling in because there's no line for the seniors. All of these millennials, the millennials, zennials, Generation X, all of them are like looking at me and my mom like we're scamming. And I'm like, I'm just keeping my head straight. I'm just keeping my head straight because I know somebody will say something. They were looking at us like, they don't see it. Wait a minute. And I just kept on, like, we were walking. I kept on saying, Mom, just letting them know that I'm with my senior mom. I'm not cutting the Costco line. I'm with a senior. Baby, if you can do it, go with the senior. Best experience ever. Best experience. What? Lady Virgo, I did not know that. There's an episode 3 for Real Housewives of Salt. Oh, you know why they did that? Oh, wait, why did they do that? Because Thanksgiving is on Thursday. We're going to be watching TV on Wednesday. I think Bravo posted that. I think maybe they posted the other episode 3 for Salt Lake City because of this. I had no idea. I think they did it because of the holiday, but it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense because Salt Lake City comes on Thursdays. And when is Orange County going to be over? Because Salt Lake City is too late. It's too late. And it's a good show. Bravo needs to put that show on at 8. Like, I don't know why OC is at 9 and Salt Lake is at 10. OC, if it's still on, needs to be at 8, and Salt Lake City needs to be at 9. And then when OC is done, Salt Lake City needs to be at 8 o'clock. Bravo has to understand their audience. Like, yes, the young people will get on Twitter and we'll make jokes and we'll drag and gag and laugh and do all of that stuff. But for the OC, really their fan base is like 50 plus. You know what I mean? And I'm not a woman in her 50s, but I feel like if I was, I wouldn't want to stay up till 9 o'clock to watch a show and then, go into another show at 10 o'clock. I probably want to be rested up in my bed watching Snapped on the IG channel or something like that, or Oxygen. You know what I mean? I feel like that is something I would want to be doing in my 50s, not waiting for the Real Housewives OC and the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. Yes, millennials, zennials, or whatever, Gen X watches that show, but we are not the target audience and we are not the majority. Stop marketing to us. You know what I mean? Stop making these shows for us. Get your audience. That's why the ratings are not doing well, because you're not catering to your audience. That's just my opinion on that. What y'all think? Koozie Girly, I'm glad you're here. Hey, Dominique. Oh, see, so we're only going to talk about episode 2, The Mountain. I ain't know about episode 3. What was episode 3 about? I'm gonna tell you right now. Thanksgiving is coming up. When I leave this live, I gotta go in the kitchen and prep all that stuff I just bought at Costco for Thanksgiving. I'm not doing episode 3 of Salt Lake City. I didn't know that was. I didn't know that was a thing. So I only did episode 2. Episode 3 just got to be sacrificed, because after this, I'm on Thanksgiving watch, baby. My mom is preparing her meat right now for the collard greens. We ain't got no time. There's no time for nothing else. Love it. Like, I'm going to be doing my regular lives, but baby, if this is Thanksgiving time, baby, I'm in the kitchen cooking. I'm shucking corn. You know what I mean? I'm prepping chicken, cutting out the bones, taking off the feathers, marinating meat. I ain't got time for no Real Housewives of Salt Lake City episode 3. Bravo should let me know. Andy should have called me. I ain't know nothing about that. I ain't know nothing about no episode 3. So thank you for that, Lady Virgo. But y'all not getting episode 3 commentary out of me. I can't. Oh, Baba. Yeah, I forgot. Hey, guys who are not in the U.S. Baba is like, oh, yeah, you guys are doing Thanksgiving. Oh, Thanksgiving is such a sketchy holiday. In this house, we call it Native American Appreciation Day. Other people call it Thanksgiving. That was the original name. But once you come to find out how it came to be, as a human being with a heart and a Black person, I just can't celebrate the original, Thanksgiving in its natural form. I call it Native American Appreciation Day. Yes, come on, get the likes. Come on in the room with your likes. Oh, thank you, Lady Virgo. I'll tell her. Because she was even saying it. She was just like, oh, when they see me walk into this Costco, they're going to say, she not 60. First of all, no 60-year-old woman wears blue and pink Galaxy tights. She got these Galaxy tights from Target, and my God, today, those are her favorite, like Milky Way. It's like the Milky Way, something they call it Nebula or something, and she just loves those tights. Oh my, she was just walking to that Costco and them Galaxy tights. I'm like, that's why they don't think that you're 60. What 60-year-old wears Galaxy tights? My mother. Angela, you better bully your grandmom into going to Costco. But I never had a Costco experience like that, guys. I was in and out. I actually sat in the car like, did I forget something? Do I need anything else? Easy breezy, easy breezy. And when the young people walking in, I'm walking out. Y'all better get a senior and go to Costco. Oh, it's on Bravo online. Oh, wait. Why would they do that? Play that episode 3, and not say anything? I remember looking online for the episodes, and I was just like, wait, one of these episodes have a different title and date. But I thought it was a mistake. They actually played the next episode. Wow. Yes, say hello to the moderators. They in the room. OC is terrible, Pink Petals. Absolutely terrible. After this last episode that I watched, I was just like, you know what? I'll be okay with OC being canceled. Because, listen, OC has been, OC is the OG, right? However, they've lost what they had. It's just not a good show anymore. And they refuse to shake up the cast the way it needs to be shaken up. Now, the only way I'll tune into OC is if Bronwyn, let me stop lying. I've been watching OC for what? Since I was a naive little Christian girl. I'm not going to quit the show, but I'm going to quit reviewing it. It's not interesting. They're not giving you anything. It's like, I just think this formula for OC is tired. Now, if OC shakes it up and bases this show around, the LGBTQ queen, Bronwyn, and bring in some new, diverse OC chicks, I'm here for it. But I want OC chicks who got money. No shade to Gina or anybody else on this show, but this show is about affluent women. And I need to see, let's get like, I need y'all to have money like Elizabeth Vargas. Like, hey, what you doing today? I think I'm going to go buy a car. That's what this show is about. You know what I mean? Like, this ain't the Real Housewives of Trenton. That's a totally different story. These shows are supposed to be about women, affluent women with money to spend, and all they do is brunch, right? If they do that, if they mix it up, because Bronwyn got coin. Bronwyn don't do nothing. And they live nice. They living off the husband's money. He need to do a necklace line and get a little extra coin in, but it don't seem like they hurting for $1. So brace it around Bronwyn and those, new OC or something like that. They need to breathe life into that show. And right now, what they're doing with this show is not working. So, like, at this point, I'm okay with it being canceled. If they don't want to do that, great. Let's keep everybody working. But y'all gonna need to do something different. This ain't good. And it's not just me. I know a lot of other people who I watch who review this show are just like I watch Unkind TV. I forget the woman's name who on the show, but she does on that YouTube channel. She does the best Gina voice. She does I die when she does Gina's accent. Even Jill Informed is one of the sweetest YouTube reviewers out here. I mean, like, when she watches my lives, I'm like, oh God, let me dial it back. She's so sweet. She is so nice to these ladies. Even Jill is getting bored. Jill is like, hey guys. And Jill used to be so excited about these shows. OC is not doing nothing. It's not giving us anything. And I'm like, I'm glad, not glad, but I'll be okay. If they say, oh, we're just going to let this go and open up to a new city. Give us a new city. Take us somewhere else. You could do the Real House. I've been telling them that. Do the Real Housewives of Silicon Valley. Give us some chicks in San Francisco who are new money broads because they married some tech guys who was playing games in his mama's basement. Now they're like these billionaires with all this, disposable income, and they don't know what to do with it. They're new money and they don't know they don't know what to do with it. So all they do is spend. Give us that. I would much rather see, some wealthy new money millennials in San Francisco than these broads in OC who have a great opportunity but don't show up to work. They don't show up. It's not worth it. This can go. At 10 p.m. is too late for me. Let me tell you something. I love Salt Lake City. I think it's such a good show. Such a good show. But at 10 p.m., I'm under the covers. I ain't going to bed right away, but I'm getting cozy. You're not getting my full attention. At this point, I'm under the bed. I'm getting cozy. I'm watching the show. I'm on my phone. Let me get my computer out and start tapping. Tap, 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 tap. Then the show go on commercial. I'm like, oh my goodness. So what's going on the IG channel? Okay, it's the cookie challenge. It's the holiday cookie challenge on the Food Network. Like, I think after 9, that's your like cozy time in bed. Like, but that's when you're getting ready for bed. I feel like 8 o'clock shows, that's when we're engaged. That's when like everybody's like, okay, let's watch. What are we watching here? Unless you're like a TLC show, because a TLC show, if it comes on at like 8 or 9 or something, you know how long you're going to be in for. So you know what you're going to get. You know it's probably going to be a lot better, like the 90 Day Fiance shows. So you're engaged. OC don't bring it. And then for me to not only watch a show that doesn't bring it, but to watch a show that doesn't bring it at 9 o'clock, girl, I'll be lucky if I make it through the episode. Child, especially now the weather in LA is dropping. I'm under my comforter, watching over my shoulder. Who got time to be attentive at 10 p.m.? Girl, bye. Thank you, sub people. So I agree with you, Miss GG88. Yes, vodka with 3 olives. I absolutely agree. Vodka with 3 olives said, you know what? I think OC is good to watch when you binge. They should just release all the Housewives episodes at once. Do a Netflix or throw OC on Hulu. Because the thing about it is the episodes standing alone are not good, because you don't want to come back and watch it again. But if I can watch it consecutively while I'm like doing laundry or cooking, I'm there. That's what this show has become. You're not interested to watch anymore because it's just like, oh, I know what they're going to give me next week. Nothing. This show is now good when you're doing nothing, when you're doing busy work. You know what I mean? Not stuff where you have to be engaged. You know, if I'm making crescent rolls, I don't know why I said crescent rolls. I've never made them. But, I got the TV on right there and I'm, oh my goodness. Emily, girl, don't break another hip. If I gotta be engaged, it's not gonna be the OC. Salt Lake City will keep me engaged, even at 10 p.m. It's just that crazy Mary. Hey, Tiara. Or was it Tahara? Tahara? I think it's Tahara. Hey, girl. Oh, Shantina, I will. I'll definitely do something like that too. Hey, Simply Simone. Oh, episode 3 is on the YouTube page. I'm gonna wait because I like to watch it on DVR so I can just get to the meat. Oh, really? On episode 3 of Salt Lake City, we get to meet the Mary's step grandfather and husband. Ooh, child. Yeah, they doing that up in Utah because they know they couldn't do that nowhere else. Not in no Pentecostal church. Chaba. Yeah, same way, Tony. Same way. That's how my family feels about the 4th of July too. It's just a time for us to just come together and we make it what we want to make it. Tony, Tony said, Mary ain't Pentecostal. I'm Pentecostal, and we are not like that. Hey, Debbie. Hey, Shawana. Hey, Desiree. Simply Simone said, did you see the leaked? What time is it? I got to get started soon. Simply Simone said, did you see the leaked photo of the Real Housewives of Atlanta season 13 intro? They used the old one and Photoshop drew on the side. I'm seeing budget cuts. Oh, I believe they cut their budget drastically because this is the thing. They don't have a lot of OGs anymore. Like when you have a lot of OGs, you have to have a coin to keep them. Now it's like a majority new cast and like 3 OGs. You know what I mean? And I know that Kenya is an OG, like she's been there for a while, but she left and came back, so she's still getting like new season girl coin. Everybody else, the people who have been there from the beginning, Portia getting a nice check. Candy, of course, it's Candy. She's getting a nice check. Cynthia, been there for a while, getting a nice check. So the majority of your budget goes to keeping the OGs, and then you got these new broads that you don't have to pay anything really. So yeah, they don't have the same budget. And then the thing is, you can't negotiate with the network for a certain amount of money if you don't have the quality in the cast to bring it. Like the network is not going to give newbies or like the budget. They're not going to give you the same budget that the show had when they had a bunch of newbies, when they had a bunch of OGs who they knew could perform and what they knew that they can bring. They're just like, well, your cast is mainly new, so we're just going to cut what we normally give you and see how they perform. Then when we're in negotiations, then if we feel like they can bring it, then we'll, if we will go over how valuable they are to the show, and then we'll start talking budget again. But right now, this season 13 is like a newbie season. It's a newbie season, so the network is not going to give you a lot of money because this is a risk that they're taking, right? So they know with the OGs, oh, they did this. This is the numbers they produced. We can get this. We don't know with these people. This is a crapshoot. So we're going to give you half what we normally give you because right now this season is a risk season for us. When we see this season can perform, then we can talk about the budgets. But this budget already to me don't look the same, and also because of COVID. So I just don't think that they're going to be doing the money stuff unless it's on their dime. The cast dime. I would love a Silicon Valley season. That's money. That's money. Let's go where the money is. Do Real Housewives of Palos Verdes. Listen, coin, coin. Say what you want. Real Housewives of Encino. They got coin, old coin. Oh, some people said the Real Housewives of New Orleans would be great. Oh, French Catholic money and bounce rappers. Oh, I would love that. Them Creole queens, child. Amira, yes, I do. I'm actually decorating it now for Thanksgiving because the thing is, we really just do in my home from September to November 29th. It's basically harvest. It's like pumpkins and oranges and all of that stuff. Nothing really like nothing too over the top or deep, right? It's just like, oh, you know, we have orange, oven mitts. It's not just a little sprinkle of orange. So that's basically how we decorate for the holidays, for the fall holidays. Now for Christmas, a gaudy mess. It's like Teresa Judice came in here and decorated our home. We are like Christmas on heroin. It's gonna be cute. It's cute because it's me, but it's gonna be a lot. We're doing that now, so we're trying to like keep half of the Christmas stuff that we have and not put it all up. So we have a bunch of Christmas stuff in a huge box, and then the rest, like little by little, we like bring out the red bedazzled candles. You know what I mean? Then the huge candy cane candle you put on the counter. So we're doling it out. We're about to bring out the tinsel. We're trying to hold off, but it's coming. It's coming. So yeah, we decorate every crevice of the home. We have like candles and huge. We got these huge jingle balls, whatever those Christmas tree balls, ornaments, whatever. But they're like oversized, the size of a toddler. We got them from Marshalls for like $10. It was like you get like 4 in like a bin for like $10. We have those. Not the Christmas box isn't up yet, but we have some stuff. I just bought some green pans. Like everything is Christmas. The utensils. I got some a tartan like dish towel set. Baby, it's about to go down. It's about to go down. Yeah, COVID hurt a lot of these shows. Tracy, is somebody dragging somebody's religion? Who said anything about religion in here? I didn't see that. No, Celeste, the review is about to start down. Shonda said, no, this is the pre-show. Yes, this is the pre-show. Serenity said, so glad you were on today. I'm glad to be here with y'all. Thank you for joining me. Oh, Chicago too. That would be a good place to go. New Orleans, San Francisco, Chicago. It's time, Andy. It's time. Thank you, Anika. Love you too. Oh, Miss Brown Sugar said, rumor has it is that Mary's church is more like a cult. Can't say I'm surprised. It gives, from what I grew up in and what a few of us are talking about, that don't look like the Pentecostal I know, right? So they could be a different sect in Utah, but it look a little different. It look a little different. Not sure if it's a cult or a sham or a scam. Like, look, from what we've seen, we're going to see more on the third episode if you've watched it. I didn't watch it, but so far I'm just like, this is very familiar to a lot of the foolery I saw growing up. Yeah, I gotta watch it. I have to watch it. Thank you, Black Lavender. Oh, Houston. Houston would be nice. Houston would be real nice. I think we can't. I think after Houston, that's it. I don't think we can go too deep in the South. Not for this show. No. The Real Housewives. Yeah, I would. No, Canada. Hey, Canada. I think y'all too nice for the Housewives shows. Canadians are known for being nice. I don't think we can really get the hair pulling that we need from Canada. And y'all will make up way too quickly. You know what I mean? Y'all will make up within the episode, and we need y'all to fight for like 3 more episodes. And I don't think Canadian housewives would do that. Good for you. Good for you. But America's ghetto. So, we want some scrapping. Yeah, but I think San Francisco, New Orleans. I can't get off of New Orleans. San Francisco, New Orleans, and Houston. That's what I want to see. Oh my God, Houston. Them black housewives with real money. Oh, baby. Baby, I would love to see it. Oh, Austin is good too. See, I gotta get. Oh, y'all had one for Toronto, Cassie. Or Casey, I didn't know. I think they're trying to do Miami again. You know what, Pasture, I think. This episode 2, was getting a little like. Are any of y'all gonna be allowed back into the Mormon church? Because the way y'all telling the tea, to be honest with you, the way this cast, Salt Lake City, the way they talk about Mormonism, I'm like, did y'all enjoy your time? Like, it's the real, the way they talk about it, I'm just like, I don't think that anybody would want to be Mormon after this. Like, the things that they say, it's just so like, again, I'm not Mormon, right? So I can't really speak on, what they're saying, if it's true or, or if they're exaggerating. I will say, from what this cast is saying about Mormonism, it ain't good. It's not like, this is not a good commercial for Mormonism. They all seem to hate it. But it's just like all of our family is in it and everybody here is in it. So we're just going to like halfway be in it, halfway be out, be excommunicated, but still hang around the family who will accept me. It's real weird and not good. Oh, it's somebody's birthday. Happy birthday to whoever. Happy birthday. Ooh. Miss Gigi says she knows somebody who's Mormon, and they have already sent Bravo letters about using the shots of the church and talking about the church. Bravo didn't get those letters because this cast, let's be honest, they are tearing Mormonism up. It's like an ex-Mormon show. You know what I mean? Like I escaped Mormonism. Child. Oh, I can't get over Houston. Those black housewives riding in them low riders with the blinged out rims. That's what I want to see, the gaudiness, the gorgeous gaudiness of Houston. I want to see the money of San Francisco, and I want to see the culture in New Orleans. Why they should definitely, Andy, you take our suggestions. Anyway, I can talk to y'all all day. Y'all know I can. But let's get into Dubai. Baba, I like Dubai as well. My family and I are trying to go there for a family vacation. I was just like, how much coin we stocking up? But like, because my cousin brought it up and everybody is like on it. So I think our next trip is gonna, oh, hold on. I feel like I'm freezing. Ciao. Are we back? No, I don't feel like I'm back. Am I back? I'm back. I feel like, oh gosh, I'm so greasy. But I'm not greasy, guys. I put on this highlighter and it's like I thought our next trip is going to be Jamaica, but after that it's going to be Dubai. Child, I thought they were joking about that. They are dead serious about Dubai. I'm like, all right, let's get this money up. Let's send them super chats. I got to get to Dubai. Oh shoot, let me make sure my notes are here. Y'all know how these notes do me. What is that? Oh, hold on, guys. I'm trying to get my notes. Oh God, now they're just not coming up anymore. I think my notes are deleted. I think my notes are deleted. Oh no. Oh, I found them. Never mind. I found the notes. Oh, guys, and just to let you know, next week I'm going to be experimenting with StreamYard because YouTube Live is not doing me any justice. So, oh no, I found them, guys. I found them. Yes, Shaja. I found them. But next week I'm going to be experimenting with StreamYard. So you might just see random lives come up. Please just join and let me know. It's just basically going to be you guys telling me what works and what doesn't work. So that should be next week. Because, yeah, I won't have anything. I'll have edited videos for you guys to watch. But it's going to be like everybody's going to be on holiday chill. So I'm probably not going to do any lives after Monday. So Monday will probably be my last lives, and then I'll just be experimenting with StreamYard, and then I'll have other like edited videos for you guys, like holiday stuff. And then Friday for Love After Lockup, that'll be, oh, is that Black Friday? You know what? I normally get my shopping done anyway, really early, especially now. Nobody's going in the stores. Everything is online. So I'm going to be up mad early Thursday. Thursday night into the early morning on Friday to get my stuff. Guys, let me tell you a little trick I do. Listen, for Black Friday, I do all the research for the stuff that I want, right? And what I do is I get it lined up at about Wednesday night. I have all of the websites open and all of the things that I want in the shopping cart on that site. At this point, I have already signed up for the newsletter. So I'm getting anywhere from 10 to 20% off for signing up for the newsletter. I also have Rakuten and Honey. And I have one more, ShopTag. So they all give me the best coupons and I get money back for shopping online, right? So I have all of those up. And I just wait for each sale. And as soon as that sale starts, process cart. Process cart. Baby, I got a system that works. Let's get into the OC. Kelly and her new man. How long has he been on this episode? Because I'm over him. That dude seems really into the camera. Like he is so comfortable with being on camera. Like the first scene that we have with Kelly and her new man, they're in bed and he's talking about all the stuff that he wants to do for her and to her. Uncomfortable. He's just always like readily available to be on camera. Kelly, watch that. Just watch that. Yeah. Let's get into Bronwyn and Elizabeth hanging out. First of all, Bronwyn has on my Weiss London shirt that has been out of stock for like almost 2 years now, and I have been trying to get that Weiss London Star shirt for almost 2 years. It comes in and out of stock, and I've never been able to get it. I don't know, maybe because they want to make it exclusive so they don't make a lot, but I'm like, girl, take it off the website. Take it off the website if you're not going to restock this shirt properly. But she looked good in it. She looked good in it. And I ain't gonna say I will look better, but stars are my thing. So good for you, Bronwyn. But I thought she looked cute. I loved her whole outfit. I love the star shirt. I love the glasses. I love this time with y'all know I'm not here for Elizabeth online. Like Elizabeth on Instagram, real sketchy, real problematic for me. On this show, I enjoy her. I enjoy her because I love the fact that she sat down with Bronwyn, even though Bronwyn didn't know. She said, I want to apologize to you for, talking about you behind your back to the other ladies, because I didn't know the situation that was going on. And I'm over here cheersing to no more like bad vibes, but I don't know you to make that call. And you were dealing with a lot. And I'm sorry about that because I was wrong. That was really big of her. I don't have any issues with her on the show. It's her online persona, her online presence that bothers me, her social media presence that bothers me. But on the show, she seems like a really fun and nice person. However, she needs to add more because I feel like she's a nice friend of the show. I don't get a nice lead for the show. Case in point, Elizabeth doesn't have any stories or a storyline that's about her, because her storyline would be on this show, if she could talk about it, is the fact that she was married to a billionaire and now she's divorcing this billionaire and she doesn't know where she's at. So she has this money, right? But she doesn't know if she needs to hold on to it or spend a little bit, because we don't know if she actually bought that car. We don't know if she brought that car back around after that scene was shot. It was just like, what? I'm not into this one. I'll come back. I was just window shopping. You know what I mean? So we don't know where she is at this point, because she talks about where she had all this money when she took her girlfriends all the way around the world. And, when she got divorced or started the process of divorce, they all left her. So she realized these women were here for her money and not for what she has now. So I'm just like, are you wealthy or are you not? Did you marry into wealth? And did the husband, is his lawyer so great you're not getting anything? That's a really great storyline. But because of her husband and because of whatever gag order that he hold on, I feel like I'm freezing. Oh, whatever gag order that he has on her, she can't talk about it, right? So she uses her sister's addiction as her storyline, and it doesn't sit right with me. It doesn't sit right with me that this woman is not on the show, not a character, not getting paid from this. And we know all of her business concerning her addiction. We know all of her issues and her struggles, and it's just not fair, because she does not want to be on the show. Case in point, she did not give the show a release of her image. She doesn't want to be on this show, but she is on the show, and she's on the show as Elizabeth's storyline, and that's not cool with me. It just doesn't sit right with me. I get it, like the same thing with me, like when I share things about my father, I get that is your journey. That is a part of your story as well. Her sister's addiction is a part of her life as well. It shouldn't be your main storyline. And that's what it's starting to become, because she cannot talk about that husband. I got a super chat from Anika. Anika said, did I miss you pushing the begin? Oh my God, you did not miss me pushing the begin review button, because I did not. I did not. Thank you, Anika. The review already began, but I just talked about Elizabeth. It starts now. Not much to talk about with Elizabeth, because she doesn't give us anything. Another thing that I didn't like that Elizabeth did this episode is, like I said before, she doesn't have a storyline. Her sister's addiction is her storyline, right? Thank you, Anika, for the super chat. So since this is her storyline, because she can't talk about her marriage or her divorce, she does this segue into her storyline, and I do not like it, right? She says, Bronwyn reminds me of my sister, especially when she had that outburst at Shannon's home. So I wanted to spend some time with her because I understand what it's like dealing with an addict. I'm not Bronwyn, but I ain't like that. I did not like that. Bronwyn, and I'm not saying one is better. I'm not saying it's better to be an alcoholic than it is to be a heroin addict. I'm saying these things are two different demons. There's no comparison. There's no comparison. There's no way that your sister, who has been strung out on heroin since she was 14 years old, reminds you of Bronwyn, who you just met and you just found out about her alcoholism, who had a moment at a party. There's no way, but you needed a reason to push that storyline, which is not your storyline, onto this meeting with Bronwyn. You needed to justify hanging out with her. So again, you use your sister's addiction. I don't like it. I'm like, Elizabeth, who the hell are you? Because I know so much about this sister that's not on this show. At this point, give her your check and give her your spot. Because all we've heard about is this sister, not you. What do you have? Your sister and your father. It's like, I don't know. I feel like it's like for Elizabeth, her family is more important and more interesting than she is. Then put them on the show and not you. That's just how I feel about it. But again, I do like um, I do like how she's portrayed on this show. Like she seems very likable on this show. So the coronavirus is starting to hit the OC, and you can tell that Shannon's boyfriend is sick of her. So Shannon, her boyfriend, Gina, her man. I think that's it, right? Is it? If it is anybody else, they weren't important. Not, they're important to God, but not in this review at this point. So they're all out to dinner, and Shannon is starting the crazy thing. And it's a Shannon crazy train. She's starting that with the whole, coronavirus and, talking about her panic buying. And the boyfriend is just like, she made me do this. She made me go here. She's being ridiculous. But Shannon, who's laughing now? You know what I mean? I bet you every one of those cast members went over to Shannon's house for something that she got stocked in a garage, stocked in their basement, stocked upstairs. You know what I mean? Shannon has all the medicine. She had all the water. She had all the paper towels. Shannon got all the bleach. If you're looking for bleach and Lysol, baby, Shannon got it. Shannon got it. So at this time, this point during the coronavirus, crazy Shannon worked out for her. That worked out for her because I know that she is over prepared, even though she's making everybody crazy. And also, can we just dead this? Because I think that Shannon believes that nobody on the show will believe that she said that about Gina's home. She did. You said the girl's home was tiny. Nobody believes you. Dead this and move on, because Gina is talking about a really good, pure moment that she had with Bronwyn. And everybody is just eating it up. Even her boyfriend's just like, oh, wow, great. Good for her. Shannon, wow. I want to have that moment with her as well. But, she said that I lied. She said that I lied. Girl, leave it alone. We don't believe you. We know you said it. We know you said it. You were not on camera. You were in Bronwyn's home, and it was kitchen table talk. You were dragging Gina's home like you elitist women from the OC do. That's what you were doing. Now when you get on camera, it's oh no, I never said that. We can't talk about her. We're renters. She's an owner. All of that stuff changes now when you get on camera. So you are trying your best to make us believe that you didn't say that, but we've been watching you for several seasons. We know that you said it. We don't care. Please move on. Please, it's a coronavirus. Bronwyn is dealing with an addiction. It's bigger things going on right now than you and not being called a liar. Nobody cares. Your man is over it. Your kids is over it. The cast is over it. The viewers are over it. Move on. Like, let it go. Oh my goodness. So let's get to this chaotic vow renewal. And I wouldn't expect for this vow renewal to be any less chaotic, because that's Bronwyn and her family. That whole family is a chaotic energy. It's just like bam, bam. They are all over the place. They are all over the place. But it's a good way. In a good way. There's love there. There's love here. But it's just chaotic. It is just chaotic. How long was Bronwyn getting ready? Like the ladies came in, she's meeting everybody at the door. She still has like makeup and her hair is being done. And she's like, come on in, rest up, have dinner, and then we'll see you for the vow renewal ceremony. What time is it? How much time do you need to do your makeup and hair? You want them to rest, bathe, get ready, have dinner, and then come to the vow. That's like 5 or 6 hours to me. Why is your hair getting done now? I got natural black hair, okay? 4B with a couple 4C curls, whether y'all believe it or not. I don't need that much time for hair and makeup. No, sir, no, ma'am. But anyway, maybe this show was shot out of sequence. I don't know. But everybody shows up for the vow renewal. They bring in tequila because it's a dry event. So because of Bronwyn's alcoholism, it's a dry event. And they make such a big deal about it. Especially Kelly. Oh my goodness, I'm not going to have sugar because my friend has diabetes. They are really, the women are really nasty towards Bronwyn concerning her alcoholism. I just don't get why they're being so heartless. None of them have beef with her, except for Shannon. But this is a new beef. So I'm like, why are you guys so nasty about how she's, trying to remain sober? They make jokes about it. Emily and Kelly are the worst, the snide comments. It's ugly. We're talking about OC right now, guys, if you're checking in. We're talking about OC, but Salt Lake City is right after this. I'm actually about to wrap up OC. But I just didn't like that. I did not like how nasty the ladies were concerning Bronwyn's alcoholism. Because one, she didn't have to share this on the show. And two, she didn't have to share it with you. Because she could have shared it with her family and that been it. Sharing it with you guys, I guess, she maybe thought that you guys would give her sympathy or hope that. I mean, I don't think that any of us, the viewers watching this show, knew you guys would go so hard and mean. Like, I don't understand where it's coming from. I do not understand where it's coming from. The jokes are nasty. The comments are nasty. I don't get it. I don't get it. So they go buy liquor and it's just like, oh, just because she's having a dry event, we don't have to have a dry event. I don't have a problem with that, right? I have somebody who is battling in my life who is battling alcoholism. We hang out. I don't drink, so it's real easy for me. But there are people in our lives who do drink. They choose not to drink, or they choose to if the person who is, dealing, who is sober is okay with it. There's always permission asked. Your life does not end because you're hanging out with a sober person. It doesn't end. Like, I don't think this vow renewal was the ceremony alone, or even the event, because she has all these freaking kids. So the ceremony and the reception could not have been more than 3 hours combined. So you mean to tell me that you can't drink, like you have the issue with not drinking for 3 hours at the max? You can't function without having a drink for 3 hours? How do you go to work? How do you go to church? How do you go to your kids' school events? Like, how do you go anywhere else that does not have alcohol? How do you go to an amusement park? How do you go to freaking Marshalls and TJ Maxx and Home Goods? Because can't no woman walk into a Marshalls, a TJ Maxx, or a Home Goods and walk out within what? I think the shortest I've been in the Marshalls or a Home Goods or a TJ Maxx, 4 hours. 4 hours? Let's be real. Ain't no woman going in there and walking out right away. So you mean to tell me you got to have some tequila while you in Home Goods? It don't make sense. You just don't like the girl. So everything about her, you guys just like, you blow it up and you make it an issue. Because if this was anybody else that y'all liked, it wouldn't be a problem. It would if this was Gina who had the DUI, you all would have been on board. Y'all just don't like her, and everything about her you magnify and you try to make it an issue. But her not having drinks at her freaking vow renewal that she paid for, that's okay. That's okay. You want to drink, you bought a drink. But to make a big deal about it and be like, oh my goodness, I sent the bellhop up with my tequila. I'm a good guy. Like, let it go. They are so weird about. I can't wait for her to drag them at this reunion because honestly, guys, I personally felt like when this season first started, that Bronwyn was doing the most. I always felt like she was very emotional, and I know that it's from some issues that she has with her mom. And I also felt like she had misguided. Her anger sometimes lashes out at the wrong person. But I don't think she's a bad person, and I don't think she's done anything this season or last season to warrant the attacks that she's getting this season. Like, I was neutral with everybody when this season started. These ladies keep on picking up, like, you can pick on her about anything else, and I'll be like, okay, well, it's a housewife show, and they're just being petty. Y'all picking on this woman about her battle with alcoholism. I can't get in line with that. I can't get in line with that. If they're not picking on her about being an alcoholic, making her alcoholism their storyline. Bronwyn deserves a better cast, in my opinion. She deserves a better cast. And then Shannon complained the entire time at the vow renewal. Why come? Well, she said I was a liar, but I still came. She said I was a liar, but I sent my tequila upstairs. She said I was a liar, but I brought my kids and my boyfriend. Go home. You did not have to come here. You did not have to come. You came here because you needed this check. Ain't nothing wrong with needing a check. I need a couple myself. Oh, put a stick in it, put a pin in this. I just got so I was on I think I did I don't think I'm not sure about the date, but I think I did Adam Ruins Everything in either 2017 or 2016, and I just got a residual check for I just got a residual check, and like SAG sent me a notice, and it was just like, you have money on the way, you have a residual check on the way. And I clicked, I was like, oh, right before my birthday, I need it. And I clicked on it and I saw the money, and I was just like, thank you, Lord. Who them residual checks used to be hitting back in the day. I know I had a smooth rent check coming in, a residual check. Now it's just like, ooh, not even gas money. Keep it, SAG. Anyway, so I'm not hating on nobody, doing the work, diving for $1. I'm in the same boat with you. But it's like, please don't come to work and complain. Please don't come to work and act like you're here because you're doing somebody a favor by showing up at their vow renewal. You're here for the check. You don't like the girl because she told your business, she told your conversation on camera. The only reason why you're here is because you need the coin. Shut up. I'm so sick of her complaining this season, and I don't think I'm going to be able to take Shannon with the coronavirus. I'm already stressed out and depressed from everything that we have been through as a nation to relive it with somebody who is so erratic and unreasonable. Baby, I don't know if I can do it. I don't know if I can do it. Since we're here, since we're dragging, Kelly's business partner. Girl, this ain't your show. This ain't your show. Oh my goodness. Did you see Shannon? What is she, a mortician? Shut the hell up. You over here, eating the crumbs of the Real Housewives of OC. You on her show. You on her show. So please don't try to come on this show and start, I cannot stand, we're not even friends, freaking day players come on this show and try to attack the main cast for some camera time. You such a dummy. You tried to talk about Shannon, and the cameraman didn't even film your face. They used your audio and your air, your side, not even full side profile. You such a dummy. You thought you was going to get a moment, a scene dragging this woman, and the show paid you dust. Please don't have what is he? Kelly's business partner, that elf in the shelf, because that's what he looked like. He looked like elf on the shelf to me. Elf on the shelf. Please don't bring him back on. I just, like, for what reason? Why are you talking about Shannon? You're a grown man dragging a grown woman's outfit for camera time. Reevaluate your life, because you look like a whole dummy at your big age. Because I saw them crow's feet, baby. I saw them crow's feet. You're not a spring chicken. You ain't no young boy doing this mess. You good and grown. A grown man who has a business is on national TV dragging a woman's fashion for camera time. Do better. Do better. Don't Kelly, don't bring her back on the show because honey, you're already reading unlikable. You're like the fans have been able to hold you over every season. This season, you're not doing well. You're not doing well. So if you get another orange or whatever, don't bring that fool back. Don't bring it. You got to do damage control. You're not capable of it, but don't make it harder on yourself by bringing on another villain. Please don't. All right, so this episode ends with Shannon jumping in Gina's face, not even understanding that Gina is so uncomfortable. So at the end of this vow renewal, Kelly, like when everybody is hanging out, Kelly and her business partner, Elf on the show, they're talking about the whole water thing. So Kelly comes up to Shannon because she thinks that Shannon is also doing water because Kelly is the only one within this group who can do water. Listen, as a housewife, take every opportunity that comes to you. Water, panty liners, earring, weaves, you know what I mean? Fake lashes, mink lashes, fake eyebrows, teeth whitening, every opportunity that comes your way where you can get a coin, take it. Take it. But Shannon is doing something totally different and Kelly is upset about it. So she brings over her business partner. I don't know why. I don't know why she brought her business partner over to Shannon. I think she brought him over so that they could both attack her. This is what y'all doing at your big age? Like, it's so sad and pathetic. I don't want Kelly or her business partner back. I don't. This whole cast can go. This whole cast can go. Anyway, Shannon is in Gina's face, telling her about everything that has happened. She doesn't understand or recognize that Gina is uncomfortable because Gina is sitting there while Shannon is screaming and spitting in her ear. Gina is like this. Like you miss Queen Coronavirus and you don't understand that you are making this girl uncomfortable with your hot breath and spit on her face. Maybe you were a little drunk because that's what Kelly says next episode that gets her all upset. But I just don't think if you were sober that you would be on Gina's face like this. And Gina, you could gladly have said to that woman and been in your right to say, back up. I'm uncomfortable. Why are your tonsils on my throat? Back up. You could have said it, Gina. I don't know why you didn't. You're too nice, in my opinion. But anyway, that's where this episode ends. They could have kept it. They could have kept this whole damn show. OC is not showing up. And just like with Southern Charm, if OC don't show up, I'm not showing up. Southern Charm gave me nothing. You won't be seeing the Southern Charm this week. I think what I'm going to do from now on until Salt Lake City can get their own like audience, because right now you guys are barely watching OC, and I know you're not into Salt Lake City yet. So I'm gonna couple them together for a while. But moving forward, I think I'm just gonna be full Salt Lake City because I enjoy that show more. I really, really do. I enjoy that show more than the OC. Same thing with Southern Charm. Same thing with all of these shows. If they're not giving me anything, I'll just hop on here and we'll just chat about anything. I'm not going to chat about an episode that I fell asleep watching. Not going to do that. So anyway, let's get into Salt Lake City. Oh, before I get into Salt Lake City, let's chat. Let's chat about OC for a minute. Let's chat for like 10 minutes about OC. Let's chat. Where you at? Pink Petals, this needs to be Shannon's last season. I absolutely agree. Y'all know what I got to do. This thing, after a while, bothers me. Yeah, I absolutely agree. This needs to be her last season. It's done. It's over. There's nothing else we need to know about Shannon. They all can go. They all can go. Y'all know who my cast is. I'll say it every time. Megan King Edmonds. She was the one who broke the cancer story. We need a messy housewife like that. She's going to be a totally different person. I would love to watch her single journey. She's now divorced from that old man. She got 2 babies by him. So she has alimony and she has child support. She has her own coin. I want to see Megan King Edmonds dating. I want to see her getting back out there and start dating a, ex, professional hockey league player guy. Somebody from the Phillies, not the Phillies, the Flyers. Some dude like that. I want to see her with a guy like that, just out there dating and living her best life. I want to see Gretchen without Slade. She loves that man. What do you? You know what? Love is love. I'm gonna mind my business, but I like Gretchen. Gretchen was fun. She was fun on the show. I want Vicky and Tamara to come back, because say what you want, they would make a season. This is what OC is like without Vicky and Tamara. Boring, dry, banish it to hell. It is not interesting anymore. And I want Joe. You know what? I want the original cast from season 1. Let's see how they do. Not the other Gina. Not Gina from season 1. Oh God, no personality. There was nothing there. Even when Tamara threw that drink at her, she just took it. Ma'am, that wide back and those broad shoulders, and you gonna let little Tamara throw a drink in your face and walk away? You should have put her in a headlock and body slammed her. You got the girth to do that. You know what I mean? So that's what I want. I want the season 1 cast. That's what I want. I want the season 1 cast from the OC, or I want nothing at all. No, 2 options. Either the season 1 cast or a whole new cast around Bronwyn. I want to see young, not just young, you know what I mean? But like diverse in age, diverse in culture, diverse in experience in the OC. But I want everybody to have money. Everybody to have money. That's what I want. Give me those 2 options or nothing at all. Put this show on ice and give us the Real Housewives of New Orleans, Houston, Chicago, or San Francisco. That's what I want. Andy, I know you watch. Listen to your girl. Why don't you just pay me? I can help you with this network. I really, really can. This is the thing with Shannon. Shannon thinks she's funny, guys. That's why you're so annoyed by her on TV. She thinks she's funny. Shannon thinks that she's doing stand-up. When she becomes a meme, she's like, oh my goodness, everybody loves me. They think I'm so funny. They're making fun of you. She doesn't get it. So Shannon thinks that she's Whoopi freaking Goldberg. She thinks that she is this hilarious stand-up and that everybody is tuning in for her comedies. It's for a comedy, a set, and her confessionals. So that's why she does that. She doesn't know that she's annoying, and we're rolling our eyes at this, crazy behavior from this grown woman. But that's the thing. She thinks that she's hilarious. She's like, oh my goodness. I sit my tequila upstairs. I didn't come in like Kelly with the drink saying, hey, why be a quitter? Boo! Boo to that woman. Boo! She thinks she's funny. That's why you're so annoyed by her. Watch her confessionals. She feels like she is landing these comedic lines. You never land. It ain't funny. It's annoying. You're annoying. So that's what I want from the OC. If I can't have it, Oh, Miss Brown Sugar, thank you for that. I thought that as well. Miss Brown Sugar said Bronwyn's event wasn't even dry, just no tequila, because that's her trigger. They were looking for something. They were looking for something. Oh my gosh. Hold on. Oh, what the hell? You know what, YouTube Live, I'm done with you. Aaliyah W just said, I only watched the earlier seasons of OC with Vicky and Tamara and the religious woman and her husband. Yes, bring back Jesus Barbie as well. I want the season 1 cast and Jesus Barbie. She's looking for work. She pops up and up on YouTube a lot. So she's trying to build a little following here on YouTube, or just, get back into it on YouTube. She's I saw her on a video of some friend of hers that does like makeup. That's my channel. I'm gonna say it, guys. Please, I want y'all to do this for me. If this is you, I want you to stop subscribing to YouTube channels concerning beauty and health and fitness if these people have had work. Like, just stop. You're never going to get their results. They got their results from a surgeon. I was watching this girl's video because from the what is it called? The little picture. Y'all know the little picture, the little JPEG picture, whatever, that you click on. I knew from her pic, it was like what I eat in a day. I knew from this girl's pic that was a BBL. That body, that body was a BBL. I knew. And I just said, let me just humor myself. And I watched that video and she was talking about all the stuff that she eats in a day. This is how I got this six-pack, ladies. This is her freaking belly button was so high up. Guys, please, please. If they are saying, oh my goodness, I'm 47 and I've used this cream and it got me here, and they are snatched and Caucasian, let's be real. Let's be real. If your skin is pulled back like this and you have fair skin, you got work done. Like, let's stop. Because I was watching this beauty, she was on a beauty video with one of her friends, and they were talking about all the stuff that they use on their skin and all this whole skincare thing. And I was like, y'all are lying. Y'all are lying. But you know, I'm not a messy person. So I ain't get in the comments and be like, do not watch this. They are lying. But I was just reading the comments and I'm like, oh my goodness. So I have to go get this from Estee Lauder. You will not have the same results. They have surgeons. They have surgeons. They did not work for that six-pack, baby. They paid for that. They paid for that. Please, like, check the beauty people that you follow. Check them. Especially I'm gonna say this one thing and I'm gonna let it go. I used to follow this natural hair girl because I loved her, reviews of natural hair products. Because I would always go to her before I tried something out. Because we had the same kind of hair texture. She got a lot of followers. This is the thing. You got to do ads to, bring in another income. I ain't hating. Build your business, mama. The thing about it is she don't let these people know that these are ads. So she's just like, oh my goodness, this product worked and oh, my hair grew so fast. This product did this. I love this product. And I'm like, this is clearly an ad. But like when you work in that kind of industry, you can see it. But she wasn't saying it to her followers. And the subscribers is just, just eating that up, just eating that up. And I just felt so bad. I felt so bad. But that's my little, my little advice. My little advice. If the results, if you can go back 142 weeks on their Instagram and they look the same, just look like they lost weight, cool, right? And you can see the journey, cool. But if they just popped up with this YouTube channel and all of their Instagram pictures go back to like 2 weeks ago, you're being scammed. You're being scammed. Anybody over 40, especially anybody with fair skin who was snatched and pulled right and got money. I have seen people who are snatched and pulled who don't have no money. They broke, you know what I mean? But they're vegan. I'm gonna eat some meat. You know what I mean? The vegan diets work, okay? But I'm just, that's my little big sister moment. They're lying to you. Anyway, Alexis, that's who I want back. I like Jesus Barbie. I want Jesus Barbie back. I want Joe. I want Vicky. I want Tamra. I want Gretchen. And I want Megan King Edmonds. That is a great cast. It's a great cast. I don't want nobody from this season back. Bronwyn will work with these girls. Yeah, that's my suggestion. What's y'all's? And then at 2:35, I'm gonna get into LC. Salt Lake. I mean. Aaliyah. No, Anthony. Anthony suggests Gina's daughter, Gina Keo. Is her son still fine? Remember her son was fine on that show? Is he still fine today? But anyway, Anthony Z said maybe Gina's daughter. She had the personality and she can't be much younger, if not the same age than Megan. This is the only thing about that. She's been hot water a lot for some questionable Instagram posts that were a little like, I just don't think who she is today would work on a reality show in this day and age. I feel like her Instagram will get her fired before the show even airs. That's just my opinion. She might not even want to do TV anymore. Hold on, where's my thing? I got. Oh, wait. Do I got two super chats? Is this two super chats? Hey, not your typical teacher. Not your typical teacher said, "Hey, Nikki, I don't know if you've heard this tea or not, but Mary supposedly was not forced to marry the step grandpa. Oh, so it wasn't in the grandmother's will? Oh, thank you for the super chat. Not your typical teacher. Hold on. And I got another super chat from not your typical teacher. She said he was 20 years younger than her grandma, close to her age. She married him because she wanted to, and her family was mad. What the hell is going on in this church? Wait, thank you, not your typical teacher, for this super chat. Wait, now, what's up with the grandma? How old was he when he married the grandma? They should not be on a reality TV show. They need something else. It's too, Mary's family alone. There's too much stuff to dig through for her to just say it on the side. This is a huge storyline. And she needs her own show to like hash it out. I can't hash it out. I can't hash out Mary's storyline with Whitney's storyline and incestuous, no, polygamous Mormons who suppress young girls. This show is a head trip. Salt Lake City is a head trip. Oh my gosh. Sleeping. I'm gonna be real honest with you guys. This may be a little too vulgar for you. I apologize, but we're all grown here. Kick the kids out. Um, I can. I can't take. I can't take the same penis that my grandma took. I can't. Like, you was in both of our coochies. Like, whose was better? It's too much. That would just mess with my mind. And you know what? That explains Mary. That explains Mary to me, because I thought she had a little substance abuse problem. She could just be really messed up. Because that's a lot of DNA switching. She could be messed up. She could be messed up. It could be just that turmoil from, that community sperm in her system. So it's a grandmother is in my. It's just weird. It's weird. It's weird, Mary. It's weird. Why'd you come on TV with this? This is uncomfortable. Oh my goodness. How you just gonna hop on your grandmama's? Not for me. Procien said, Nikki, you is the best. I am enjoying Salt Lake City, the petty drama, their fashion already. Let's just get into it. Already surpasses Potomac, which is not something to brag about. But there is no physical violence or anyone being accused of rape yet. Thank you, Procien, for the super chat. But yeah, that's just weird. That's very weird to me. It's very, very, very weird to me. Like, he just, in his mind too. How you weird. Anyway, let's get to Salt Lake City. This is why I like this show, right? Because it's light drama. Like Procien said, there's nobody being accused of rape. There's no violence. It's just this petty, fun drama that we can stomach every week, right? I don't like watching reality TV shows, and I am like I'm still left with the mess from that show on me, right? I feel heavy. I feel like I'm feeling negative feelings because of what I just watched. Reality TV, you're supposed to laugh about it, maybe tweet some fun stuff about it, and go on about your day. You know what I mean? It's not supposed to drag into another day. That's why it was always very hard for me in the beginning. Now I'm just like, I just block. I ain't got time. I ain't got time. The Real Housewives of Atlanta. Out of all of my shows that I review, the comment section for that show is so negative and dark. So that's why I barely, y'all know I chit and chat with y'all on in my other reviews before Atlanta. I post Atlanta and I go about my day because what it brings is a lot of darkness to the comment section. That doesn't surprise me because that show has been dark for so long when it was such a fun show. And I hope it gets back to that because Potomac is that for me. Speaking of Potomac, let's put a pin in this. If you have not, you know what I'm gonna do? If you haven't watched it, I'm gonna put it in the description box of this live. If you have not watched the Grand Dame on Wendy Williams, I think it was yesterday. If you have not watched that interview, watch it. The Grand Dame, I've always said it since this season started. She has become my favorite on the Real Housewives of Potomac. Guys, I feel like, and y'all know I don't have favorites. Y'all know I don't do this. I'm a neutral broad. I'll still be, I'll still review the show and be neutral and fair. She's becoming my favorite housewife. She is becoming my favorite housewife because for me, the Grand Dame embodies what this show is supposed to be. You know what I mean? She handled that interview with Wendy like a champ. Even when Wendy was trying to be shady in some places, she was so good. So those ladies on that show need to stop hating on her and watch her. She's doing so good this season. Anyway, that interview with the Grand Dame on Wendy Williams, it's a good interview. There's laughter, there's tea, there's shade. Home, because they talked about the ageism comment that Robin made, basically ageism that happened on last episode where Robin cut out Karen because she looked too old. And the Grand Dame was like, honey, I don't know why she did that to me when Robin herself is a hard 40. Then she was talking about Giselle. She was just like, again, Grand Dame is in Bloomingdale's, and we're going to be in more stores. Every hue by Giselle is nowhere to be found. It was liquidated. She is everything the housewives are supposed to be. Because remember, guys, this is the reality TV show version of Dynasty. I have the receipts. It's burned. Your wine is burned. Like that's what the show is supposed to be. And the Grand Dame Karen, to me, embodies that. She is Dynasty. I love watching her. Because you never know what's going to come out of her mouth, but it's never like she will never be the one to jump up and throw a drink. You know what I mean? All she has to do is say, well, honey, I don't know why she talks about me because Robin herself is a hard 40. Oh, Lord. She said it so matter of fact, guys. I was like, I'm sorry, Robin. Well, it was just rolled off the tongue. Just that old Dynasty shade. That's what we want on this show. That is what this show is supposed to be. All of these housewives, I'm telling you, take notes. They all need to watch the Grand. This is who Nene used to be. She didn't do it with so much class, but she just used to say that. I'm thinking about Tardy for the Party. When her and Kim weren't friends another season, and she was just like, it's okay. We're all going to listen to your We're all going to listen to your song. We're all going to buy it. It's nice. It's nice. That's what we want. Nene, if you can get back to that, I'm telling you, girl, nobody will care about this season of your life where you got too big for your britches. If you can humble yourself and get back to that, Nene, oh my gosh. The Nene that would not let these women face her. Remember when she didn't get angry, she just got shady? That's where she needs to get back to. We're all going to buy it. Yeah, we're all going to buy it. It's a nice song. It's a nice song. Thank you. They need to watch the Grand Dame. They need to watch the Grand Dame. She's so good. Can I tell you, when she said that hard 40 comment, Wendy was looking at the screen and she was just like, when you shock Wendy Williams, baby. Oh, she's so good. Guys, I'm going to put it in the description box. If you haven't watched it, go watch it and be blessed. It was a masterclass in how to be a reality TV show housewife. A masterclass in promotion. She did so flawless. I love her. So what I was saying is that's what I love about Salt Lake City, because there's no mess, there's no drama. It's just this petty little argument, because we are still fighting about the hospital comment. These ladies are Jen is still feeling some way. Mary is still saying, well, I said that because she smelled like a hospital. And everybody else, her whole crew, smelled like a hospital. And everybody's like, Mary, stop saying that. Well, it's the truth. She smelled like a hospital. That's why this show is good. Because I'm sitting over here like laughing. Tears are coming out of my face because these ladies are fighting over a hospital comment. And Mary, it won't click. She won't get that what she said was wrong. And then finally she gets it. This is the thing that's funny about Mary. She spent like the whole last episode saying that this girl smelled like a hospital and was just like, I'm not going to apologize because I was right. Like, I wasn't being mean. I was being truthful. And I was saying that because I got all of my odor glands all of her odor glands removed. That is starting to make sense, because I'll be very honest with you, as somebody, I'm a 80s baby, 90s kid. I grew up in the hood. So the crack epidemic was the crack and AIDS epidemic, baby, my earliest memories. Mary, no shade, just being honest from what I've seen, Mary was giving me crack. She was giving me functional crackhead. Like, something is going on with this woman, right? I'm like, it gotta be substance abuse. Now I'm thinking it's whatever Mary has been putting into her body, like that's not a drug, but it's like something is messing with her mind, because this is the thing, you need odor glands, you need them, right? So I feel like when you remove something from your body that helps it properly function, something has to dysfunction to help this other thing work properly again. So I feel like that's what's going on with Mary. Like, she has messed with the proper function of her body. So something is not right up here. I also think it's her grandfather's sperm in her system, because that whole situation is confusion. You know what I mean? You got remnants of your grandmama coochie in you. You got your grandfather's sperm in you. You got a whole church fighting internally inside your body. You got the heavens screaming, hell is rejoicing. It's a lot in you that's messy. It's a lot in you that's going off, and then your skin bleaching. And so the skin bleach has reached into your bloodstream. So you're dealing with bleach. You're dealing with unjustifiable sperm. You're dealing with remnants of your grandmother's coochie. Again, heaven and hell fighting in your system, and you ain't got no odor glands. That could mess you up. So now I understand. I was like, it's not crack, it's confusion. It's confusion. That's what's going on with this woman. So she can't understand what she said was wrong. Every time somebody in the group tells her that what she said was wrong, but it's the truth, girl. But it's the truth. So this is wrapped up because, Jen and everybody is telling Mary that what you said was wrong. What you said was mean. You, as a first lady of a church, a pastor of a church, should not be saying that. A human being with a heart, a human being with odor glands would not say that. And she's, oh, but it's true. But it's true. Oh, girl, I'm sorry. Wait, what? You were just saying that you didn't do anything wrong out of nowhere. Oh, I'm sorry. Come here and give me a hug. I apologize. I don't want to hurt you. Ma'am, it was such a 180. Everybody was like, even Jen, who was still crying, was just like, Okay. She was just like, I just decided to move on from Mary because I can't keep this thing going. Well, listen, Jen, you're not fighting. You're not fighting with someone who was well. You're just not. You're just not. So you just have to, when you fight with somebody like Mary, you just have to learn to let stuff go. She's not okay. She's not okay. Odor glands. Odor glands, and you smell like hospital. This show, listen, bravo to bravo. You did the damn thing. I need these views to go up because I don't want Salt Lake City to be canceled. Not when the Real Housewives of OC is able to like drag along and give us nothing. Salt Lake City is bringing it. Oil glands removed, odor glands removed, smelling like hospital. Don't care that your aunt is in the hospital getting a double amputee. We have polygamy, ex-Mormons, drug addiction, banging my grandfather, bad wigs, eBay fashions, box body leads. Like this show is giving it. This show is giving you a lot in good fashions. I love it. I love it. I like Jen. Jen does too much for me, right? It's her first season, so I'm gonna let it go. Girlfriend, because girlfriend, because everybody thinks that I'm black. No, they don't. Anyway, so I'll let her have that. It's your first season. You're doing the most. I'm not going to judge that. We'll let that go. I'm gonna pull Jen and let it go. What I love about her is her reads. She dragged the mess out of Mary's fashions. What did she say about Mary? She said, I think she said, I'm going to scrub my behind with that loofah that girl is wearing in this car Christmas tree. And Mary, you can see like the shady editors are, editing B-roll of Mary over Jen's reads. And I was just like, listen, she said that off the dome being real emotional, but she was on point. Mary looked like a loofah. Mary looked like a Christmas tree. She was right. She was right. I love her reads. I'm so glad that we figured out what was wrong with Mary because I was like, is she a mistress of meth? I felt like it was meth or crack. It was a mixture. What else could do that? Yeah, I felt like it was a mixture. Felt like it was a little narcotics cocktail. But now we realize what it is. Poor thing. Get your older glands put back in your body. Stop hopping on your grandfather. Oh, you done made children with him. Confusion. Spiritual, mental, physical, all. Whew. Oh my goodness. I would not let my mom put me on the show. I would not let my mom put me on the show. Absolutely not. Let them know you don't have a daughter. I'm not going to be on the show. I didn't ask to be here in this weird, incestuous mess. Don't put me on the show. Anyway, Whitney. I like Whitney, right? I'm confused how she's friends with all of these ladies if none of them were at her vow renewal. Why are these shows giving us vow renewals? We don't need them. I just didn't understand why. I'm like, you're calling these women friends, but they didn't get an invite to their vow renewal. So I forget what her name is. Is it Lisa? Hold on, let me find out what her name is. I know who married. Okay, so I think it's Lisa, the other Meredith, right? So at Meredith's party, the other Meredith, Jen, not her name ain't Jen. What is it? Lisa? Is her name Lisa? Whatever. The Meredith twin, Lisa, I think, and Whitney were talking about the liquor that the other Meredith donated to her vow renewal, right? Maybe I misinterpreted this the wrong way because I feel like I'm still Team Whitney because Whitney was just like, listen, thank you for everything. I just want to let you know that them bartenders got a little, they were getting high on their own supply. They were getting drunk. They were breaking things. They were even going through our home and taking our own personal top shelf liquor. I feel like this. If Whitney would have left out top shelf liquor, her and the other Meredith would not be in the space that they are that they were then in that they were in this episode. Here is why. I felt like Whitney as a friend was letting her friend know that she didn't invite to her vow renewal. That, she said that she was like, you're a great businesswoman and I just would not want you, hiring trash like that, not trash, but hiring people like that again, because that will like sour your business. I would tell my friend that, but they would also come to my vow renewal. But anyway, I would tell my friend, like, listen, the people that you hired to do this, they did not represent your brand correctly. If I was you, sis, I would not hire them again. They were an embarrassment. I never said anything to them. I acted like everything was cool, but I knew that when I was going to sit down and meet with you, I was going to say, they did not do you justice. And I hate that you had to pay for that, because, they weren't right. They were not right, and they did not represent your brand the right way. It wasn't, I'm not talking about your brand. These are just people that you hired to bartend my event. Thank you very much. But if you're using them to like promote your brand, I want to let you know that they're not a good representation of your brand. Will you let your friend know if somebody she employed was misrepresenting her business? I would do that. I would say something. I think because Whitney said top shelf liquor, the other narrative checked out, because to her that meant that you were saying on camera that my liquor that I donated to your raggedy event that I didn't get an invitation to wasn't top shelf. Like that's what she heard. So because she heard that, she rejected everything that Whitney said after that, and it just became a combative argument. And Whitney was like trying to clean it up and doing too much. She's like, "Oh no, you're great. I love you. I didn't mean it like that. I'm so," it was just like, but girl, at that point, she's checked out. She cannot hear you because she's upset with the fact that you said on camera that her liquor was not top shelf. Listen, Whitney wasn't lying. Who knows? Has anybody here drinking La Vida Loca vodka? Has anybody here had that? Listen. I don't drink, but I'm around people who drink, and even me as a non-drinker, I know the names of the top shelf stuff. I know the names of the stuff that's like mad expensive because I cook with liquor. Let me tell you something. I have been cussed out plenty of times by my family members for opening up some liquor that was like top shelf, and I put it in the sauce for some wings, baby. But I have been cussed out a few times, so I know the top shelf liquors, right? So I think that comment hurt the other Meredith, because maybe that's how she feels about her brand, and maybe that's something that she's had to deal with. But I don't think Whitney was coming that way. I think she was telling her about those raggedy bartenders that got drunk at her vow renewal and was breaking stuff, and then going to get you. I would say something. I'll be like, "Hey, thank you so much for bringing over, letting one of your hairstylists from your salon come over, and do some of the hair for me and my friends for the birthday party or whatever, just making something up. I just want to let you know they burnt the scalp of one of the girls, and now she has third-degree burns on her head, and she's permanently bald on that side. I just want to let you know, because I know that's not your work, and I know that doesn't represent your brand. Maybe you want to fire the girl at your hair salon who burns the scalp of people and gives them third-degree burns. Maybe, I would say something. So I just didn't feel like Whitney was being shady. I think it got shady after the other narrative got a little hype with her. But I get where the both of them are coming from, because it's just like, for the other narrative, she's just like, first of all, I didn't get invited. I donated liquor. I got you bartenders and mixers. All you said to me today was thank you, and then started complaining about the help that I sent. So I get where she's coming from as well, but I don't think that Whitney's intentions was negative. I think the top shelf comment hurt Jen, hurt Lisa, hurt the other Meredith, because that's probably something she's been dealing with La Vida Loca liquor. That's probably something she was dealing with. And honestly, Whitney, that's probably how you felt. You felt that wasn't top shelf liquor, so you made that comment. Your sober mind spoke in that moment. So I just felt like it was a miscommunication. It really, really was. But after you after you said that woman's liquor wasn't top shelf, it was over for you. But it should have just been a thank you, and then maybe talk about it later. Maybe not on camera. I don't know, but I get where they're both coming from. But again, how are you friends with these people and they didn't come to your vow renewal? Was it just a family thing? Maybe that's what it is, because I heard that Mormons have a lot of family members. Like they have a huge families. So maybe that's what it is. But I just didn't get that. I just did not get that. Yeah, well, Lisa just missed Whitney's point. That's what I think. Um, so let's talk about this rumor. That's a bad thing. And maybe I've been in LA too long. Everybody's swinging in LA. It is not uncommon to be in an event and a couple walks up to you and asks you to be a third or asks you to swap partners. It's not uncommon out here. LA do that. They do that. So it's not like, oh, salacious. No. I'm just saying. It happens so quick, and you don't even know you don't even know when it's happening, because normally the girlfriend or the wife is real sweet to you, and you think that you and her are just, you and her just being, girls. Oh my goodness, you look so nice. I love your hair. Oh my goodness, you have a great smile. What makeup are you wearing? Oh my goodness, that makeup is so great. I love that lipstick. What lipstick is that? Oh my goodness, my husband and I would love to kiss it off you. That's how quick it happens. That's how quick it happens. Would you like to come on with us tonight? We have a beautiful mansion up in the hills of Beverly, the gated part, and we would love to just spend time with you. And the husband in the background with a drink. Happens all the time out here. All the time out here. I feel like I believe out too much. I'm not gonna tell my story because I feel like I can't tell the story without telling you guys who it'll be too weird. But it happens. It happens. I remember me and one of my friends were we were at somebody else's party at a restaurant, and they had like a little dance floor at the time, and we were all like on the dance floor, and this couple kept on like circling my girlfriend. It just kept on circling her, and it was a famous actor and his girlfriend she was not as famous now, but she was up and coming, and they just kept, and they were young. So that's another thing. We didn't think she didn't think anything of it. And I was like, oh my goodness. When she came back to the table, I was like, oh my goodness, like so-and-so is really into you. And she's like, yeah, but he has a girlfriend. I don't understand like why she's okay with him like dancing around. She's like, I walked away because I felt uncomfortable. But like every time she got on the dance floor, he was like, just got with her. And she was just like, this is weird. This is weird. So the girlfriends started to like protect her because she just felt uncomfortable, because she's just like, his girlfriend is right there. I don't like it. I feel really bad. Like, dude, are you with her? Or is this like a fake Hollywood relationship? So we're all dancing, right? The girlfriend of this famous actor gets into the group, and she's all dancing with us, telling us how beautiful we look. And she just starts rubbing my girl, my bestie, starts rubbing her hair, and it's like, oh my goodness, so gorgeous. I love this. Oh my God, your shoes. Great. And so then my friend feels comfortable. So I'm just like, oh no, it's just dancing. Go have fun. So she's dancing with him, right? And the next thing you know, he comes. And then his girlfriend is like dipping low and coming up on her and rubbing her. And it's dancing. And she's dancing, right? And she looks over at me like, I'm like, abort mission. What the hell is going on? So after the song cuts off, she's just like, oh no, it's okay, guys. It was nice meeting you. It's not good night. And I'm just like, oh, they're leaving? She was just like, girl, they wanted me to come with them. They were like young. I think he was early 30s. She was late 20s. Oh, she was early mid-20s. Young. You looking for a third? How your penis need? I'm not saying that, you can't do what you need to do. That's why you bring a third in. But I'm just like, geez. My 24-year-old coochie don't need no help. I can get you where you need to get. You don't need nobody else. It was just very, very weird. But she had no idea. No idea. And she was just like, the girl was in her ear, saying all this stuff that she wanted to do, and then he would be in her ear. And it's just like, and after she does that, I'll do this to you, and then you two would do this to you. Would never know. That's normal out here. They will walk up to you at a cheesecake factory and just be like, listen, I want to split you open like that bread. Whole married couple. Whole married couple. So in LA, it's very normal. Very, very common out here. I'll do a story time about my birthday. I held my birthday party at a karaoke space. And for some reason, they booked my party the same night as a swingers party. And everybody in that swingers party was like 70 and up. And those old people spent the whole night trying to have sex with me and my guests. Almost got one of us upstairs, baby. But I'll do a story time about that. But it's just like, so I don't understand Whitney being really like, oh my goodness, they said that I'm a swinger. I was just like, oh, what's next? Girl, Utah got everything else going on. Swingers, that's the salacious thing. That right there. Okay. So she's just like, oh, Jen threatened, the other Meredith threatened me and said she would, spread this rumor that me and my husband are swingers. This is what I will say, Whitney. You put that on the show. You said that that's what she texts you about this swingers rumor that keeps on coming up with you and your husband. But if you wouldn't have said that, we would have never known, because the other Meredith denied saying that and has not said that yet on camera. You were the one who brought that to us, which makes me think that there might be some truth to this, that it might come out. It's just like, oh, I didn't want to say it because I'm a good Mormon girl, but we have orgies on Wednesdays. Like, I think that something like that is going to come out because you gave way too much power and time to this rumor that none of us would have known about had you not said it in your confessional. So what's going on there, girl? How old are you and your husband? Because y'all been married for 15 years. You either you look really young for your age, or you were really young when you married him, like teen. Utah. And then and also, who was surprised that there's a huge swinger community in Utah? There's a huge polygamy community in Utah. Like, everything goes up there in the mountains. Ain't nobody shocked. After what y'all done told us about the Mormon community, baby, there's some freaks in the mountains. Not saying the freaks are a bad thing. So Whitney, let's talk about her daddy. I'm so glad that she explained that her father is a hairdresser, because you know what I mean? There's no way he could have came on camera and nobody addressed his hair. No, I'm like, your father is sitting over here serving Guns N' Roses in Utah. And you showing throwback pictures of him where he looked like he worked at Dell back in the day building computers with Bill Gates. There's no way that you can't mention his career. Hairdresser made sense to me. I thought he was a rock star. I thought he was a rock star back in the day. But I'm glad she explained that he was a hairdresser right off grip, because she had to say something. She had to say something. He looked so different from them throwback pics. Anyway, she opens up. See, this is the thing. Whitney came right out the gate telling us her tea. So she's talking about how her father was excommunicated from the Mormon church because he had a drug addiction, because the Mormon church hates drug addicts. They hate drug addicts. They hate promiscuous women. They hate Black people. My God, today. Stop talking about your church. Anyway, so he was excommunicated because he has an addiction, and she is the only one from her family who still talks to him. And because of that, that caused her problems in the church. And she was just like, I'm not going to throw my father away. I'm not going to do that to him, even though we have a strained relationship, because his addiction turned him into a different person. I like Whitney. I think it's because I relate to her in so many ways, like dealing with, a father who deals with addiction, and also being someone who was in a very suppressive religion, who has since come out of that and is not finding your own religion, but learning what you believe and base your life off of. Because a lot of times when you grow up in these religious communities or in any kind of religion. As a child, you don't know what's going on. People just tell you that this is what it is. When you become an adult and you start to think for yourself and you have your other ideas, things are being challenged. And that's what was happening to her. She was just like, I started fooling around with my boyfriend and I liked it. And I realized that I didn't feel bad for, getting freaky with him. But I felt bad that, the church would be mad at me for doing that. But I enjoyed it. Tell your T girl. And she's like, that's when I started questioning everything. Like, how is something that feels so good and it's so innocent, why is that bad? And nobody would give you the answers. They would just say no. You just can't do it and not give any understanding. So she started finding so she started researching and understanding, and now she's not quite sure if she wants to be back in that. But it's very difficult for her because that's been her whole world. All of her friends, her family members, her man, it's all based around Mormonism. And it's really difficult for her where she's at right now, because it's just like, I don't want to be in that suppressive religion anymore. But that religion is also my culture. That religion is also my family. That religion is also where I live. So it's just, she's in this weird little space where it's like, I want to be myself, even though I know myself would not be accepted where I'm at, but I also don't want to cut off that part of my life, because that also is a huge part of who I am. It's the same thing I'm dealing with. Like, it's like, I love the Lord and I won't take it back, but I don't like the church. I had a terrible experience in church, in different churches, my entire life. But there's a part of me that wants to raise my children in church, right? Because with the Black church, there's so much culture in the Black church, like our songs, you know what I mean? Like, I want my children to know the songs that their ancestors sang on their way to freedom. A lot of those songs are praise and worship songs. A lot of the songs that we sing in church are Negro spirituals. I want my kids to know that. I want my kids to know the culture. I want my kids to be like, tell the truth and shame the devil. I want my kids to be like, take your time, pastor. I want my kids to know about shouting and speaking in tongues and, church mothers who carry, big ball mitts. I want my kids to have that experience. But I also struggle with that because I realize that a lot of that was very suppressive to me. And I don't want to put them through that trauma and the mental gymnastics that you have to deal with as you become an adult and you start to question things that you were raised to believe. So that's the difficulty there. You're like stuck in this weird place where it's like this religion is also my culture, but I have so many issues with it. What do? I can't fully leave it, but I wish I could, but I can't. So I enjoy her story because I can relate to it. And I also love that she's very raw and honest with everything that she's dealing with. I do think that she's doing a bit too much with the stripper pole. Mormon girl in the stripper pole. Girl, you're not you're not doing no P-Valley moves. You know what I mean? Like, you can't get with the girls and Chuckalisa, honey, at the pink. You can't drop it low at the pink, honey. Calm down. And that grown daughter, what else about you that do I not know? Excuse me? I love how Whitney is so young and youthful, and she has a whole 40-year-old daughter. That little girl has been here before. She raising Whitney. Anyway, let's talk about Meredith, the real Meredith, not the other one, not the single white female version of Meredith, the real Meredith. Let's talk about Meredith. And first of all, can I just say this? I love her fashions. I love who knew that Meredith would be the one. I love her fashions, and I think that she is, I don't know if she's had any work done, not my business, not my problem. But I love that she is an older woman who's like an older woman. You know what I mean? Like, she's not trying to keep up with something. I feel like she does. I don't feel like she does work on her face to turn back the hands of time. I think she does work on herself to make sure the hands that are turning gracefully. It's graceful work. She's becoming an older woman, but it's graceful. I think she's very beautiful. I love her lips, those crooked lip. I think she's a beautiful person. But no, I don't know her as a person. I think she's a beautiful woman. Like, she's stunning. I think she's very, very beautiful. I love her fashions. I think her husband is handsome. This is a cute couple. This is a cute, like, very attractive couple. Because I was looking at throwback pics of them, and I was like, "Ooh, y'all are hottie. Y'all are hottie." Not saying that I would be a third, but I'm just saying they're cute. Okay? Because, girl, you can do that third stuff all you want. I walk out with the husband. Let him know. Let him know what you bring to the table. Are you sure you want? Are you sure? You sure you want your king to enter this Disneyland? You'll lose him. You'll lose him quick. Anyway, talking about her husband, I feel like he is really. First of all, I like him. I think he's a nice guy. I love the fact that he is fighting for his marriage, even though Meredith is checked out. He really loves the camera. I'm always suspicious of men on these shows, the husbands who don't stay in a husband's place. I'm always suspicious of them because it's just like, what's your motive here? What's your motive here? Because when Meredith and her husband, when they were at dinner and he revealed on camera that they were separated, Meredith didn't know that was coming, guys. She did not know that that was coming. He was just like, have you told your friends? And she was like, have I told my friends what? And he's like, she's like, what are you talking about? Have you told your friends that we're separated? Her face. She was like, well, no, I haven't told them or any. You knew that she did not know that that man was going to bring that up on camera. He reveals a lot about their life because the first confessional we had with that man, with her and her husband, he talks about how he not getting no sex. We talked about what we were going to talk about before we got in this damn room. Now we're in here with the producers, and you want to let them know that I'm not giving you no sex? Cut the cameras. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I would be so embarrassed. And you can see Meredith's face. Like, when he talks about their marriage, she is so uncomfortable. He's just like, I know that, you know, I'm separated, but I want to be married. And I know that I'm not seeing anybody else. And Meredith. Listen, I do feel bad for the guy. I love that he is in love with his wife and he wants to make it work because, you know, a lot of times the stereotype is that, you know, especially when a guy is wealthy, he'll get something new, you know, new and younger. He'll abandon the starter wife and get, you know, something newer and younger, right? That's not him. He's fighting for the starter. He is fighting for the starter wife, and the starter wife is just like, I want something new and young. That's what I feel like is going on with Meredith. Here's what I think. She even said it in her confessional. She was just like, I became a wife at 24 and a mom at 25. She started off with that. So she let us know that my life changed drastically and my life that I was living for me stopped and I started living for somebody else. My identity became a wife and a mom. And I think what's happening now, especially now that she's on this TV show, Meredith, her kids are grown. She got a little boutique where she's making money and, you know, putting her jewelry on celebrities. Now she got this little TV show. You know, she's still tight. You know what I mean? Still could snag a nice dude if she want to. I feel like with Meredith is going back to 23 before she met him. And Meredith is starting that life again. Because she stopped that to do this. And, you know, for some women, you know, you love your husband, you love being a wife, you know, you love your kids, you don't want to like send them back, you know what I mean? You don't want to do it all, you know, you don't want to do it all over again and make a different decision where you don't have them. But something happens. And some women, where you wake up and you're just like, I have spent my whole life living for somebody else. I don't know who I am. I don't know what I want. And now that I feel like I have that time, I want to figure that out. I want to be this person. And I think that's what Meredith found. I think she found that she wants to be this person because it seems like she likes the separation. She's not trying to get him back in the house. She don't care that all he sent was roses for her birthday. She's okay with this situation. She has big Gwyneth Paltrow energy. Gwyneth Paltrow is just like, listen, I don't need a man. I want one. You know what I mean? But I don't want him in my space. I don't want him in my business. I'll take a husband. Like, if he loved me enough, he want to get married, sure, let's do it. But stay over there across the street in your townhouse, and I'll stay in mine. We'll meet up for brunch. I may go over to your house, and we may get a little sex session in. But after that, I'm gonna go back to my home. I'm gonna put my feet up. I'm gonna watch Wendy Williams. You know what I mean? I'm gonna talk to my girlfriend on the phone, and I'll see you tomorrow. That's what Meredith gives me. Meredith gives me she will stay in this marriage only if they remain separated. She'll meet up with him and the kids for the holidays, but after that, she's dipping in and doing it with her girls. That's what she gives me. There's nothing wrong with that. Why not? She gave up her life to be a wife and a mom. Let her have her life now. Them kids is grown. Them kids is grown. Bryce is her girlfriend. Let's tell the truth and shame the devil. They are girlfriends. She's good. She got her money. She got a little boutique. Now she got this reality TV show. She probably got something, young and brown on the side that, gives her what she needs. And then she goes and plays the wife role when they're going to events or when they're taking family pictures. The husband don't want that. He want a full-time wife again. He want that 24-year-old wife that he had back in the day because he liked that situation because it benefited him. Did it benefit Meredith? Financially, money ain't happiness. So I think that's what's happening. And it's really sad to watch because he wants her back. He said, I enjoy being married. I want my wife. And she's like, poor guy. Poor guy. I do think that's a really good dynamic to see because you don't see that dynamic on camera, on TV. Like you don't see that dynamic. It's always the other way around where the woman is fighting for her marriage. So that is a really good dynamic. So yeah, I think was it Proscian who talked about that? The fashions. These ladies are bringing it because now we're at the mountain. They're on the mountain. Mary redeemed herself. You know what I mean? I love the fact that she was late because she was waiting for her designer outfit to be sent to her and tailored perfectly so that they could go and just stand around because none of them can ski aside from Shira. Shira's the only one who can really ski, but they look cute. They look cute. I love the other Merediths. I loved her pink shawl. I feel like these ladies are bringing it all across the board. I'm loving the drama, what little mess it is. I'm loving the petty drama. I'm loving the reads, loving the fashions. I do wish they had a better backdrop because what they're showing of Utah, very dry and dusty. Very, very dry. Not like dusty and like actual dust, just dust. We're just like, bland. I need some water. It's just very bland. The backdrop of Utah. And can y'all go to more beautiful places? Everything is giving me basic. Very, very basic. Utah don't got no cute little towns that like dress up the outside. Y'all don't dress up your homes. Everything is like gray and white. Give us some flavor. Take us to different, spicier places in Utah. Let's talk about this Whitney and other Meredith beef again. I hope they moved on from this, like they say. First of all, the other Meredith, Lisa, I think that's her name. She don't know how to apologize because Whitney brings up the issues with them where she feels like she was threatening her. She said, I didn't want to say in her confessional, I didn't want to say that the rumor was swingers because if I say that, then everybody will harp on the swingers comment. This is Utah. Really? So she doesn't say what the rumor is, but she says that she was bothered by the fact that the other Meredith threatened her with that. And the other Meredith is just like, I didn't do that. No, that's on you. I don't know what I stir up and triggering you, but that's on you. It ain't on me. I ain't say it. I don't care about you enough. Like, girl, I was like, do you want a resolution? Do you want to fix this situation? She just came out the gate. She tore that little girl down. I was like, oh, this ain't the one. The other Meredith is showing up. She's like, no, I didn't say it. No. I'm like, okay. Okay, so finally her and Whitney squash it. I don't know how that happened because the way Whitney approached it, I felt like she did want to resolve it, but the other Meredith was just like, are we done? Because I don't want to talk. We're done. I apologize. We're done. Okay, I'll just take that. If that's all you're going to give me. Because me and her would have never been done. I'm like, no, you're not done. Not talking to me like that. But, Whitney, she took what she could get. Then Shira and her got into it. because Shira has a problem. This is the thing. This is Shira's problem. I forget her name. I'm sorry. The UFC chick with the salon. Her problem is she does not like the fact that Jen, who is like that popular, not Jen, the other Meredith, the Merediths in general are those popular girls, and they glaze over her like she's not important. You know what I mean? Because she doesn't have the looks, she doesn't have the fashions, she just can't. Like she feels like they treat her like she can't stand next to them. You know what I mean? Like they're the cool girls, and you can't sit with us. She feels like that's how they treat her, and they do. They do. And I think it's because they're those girls. They're those girls that, you know, dress and goes to expensive events, and they're the Sundance chicks that, you know, they party, they wear the latest designer, you know what I mean? They stay snatched. You know, Shira is a business owner, you know what I mean? She's like huge, she has like a huge Mormon, you know, community and roots. She's kind of like, you know, she's a sweetheart, but it's like Charlotte Russe and Fendi having beef. Fendi is going to pay Charlotte Russe dust, and Charlotte Russe so desperately wants to hang with Fendi, and Fendi know that. But Fendi is again going to pay you dust, because even if, you know, Fendi throw, you know, a print on the Charlotte Russe shoe, it's still a Charlotte Russe shoe. So that's how they feel about her, and she knows that. And so she hates that. So instead of hating that, she is going to pick at the Merediths the entire season, because they are never going to let her in to this cool girl thing that they have. So that's like, so I feel like that's why she was kept on trying to, you know, get into it with homegirl and do the thumbs up. Is an FU. How Utah? I send thumbs up to everybody. My mama, you know, you guys. I'm not cussing. A thumbs up is a thumbs up. But maybe in Utah, it means something different. But I think that's where that beef is. And I don't think that beef is ever going to die. Because again, the Merediths pay her dust. They don't care. They don't care if she likes them or not. They don't even see her. And that's what she hates. That's it. That's all I want to talk about. So that's where this review ends. If you were here just for the review, listen, there was a chit chatter in the middle, but the review ends now. Now we're going to get into some chit chatter in the end. What do you guys think about this latest episode? You see how I was able to talk a bit. Hold on, am I freezing again? I got to get off of here. I got to find another way. But I was able to talk more about this episode because it gave me something that OC didn't. Fun. Shan, I can't, because I was thinking about it in my mind. I'm like, there's no way I can tell that story without you guys knowing who the people are. It's just like, I was like, oh, I thought you wanted to be my mentor, not bang me. I was so disappointed. So disappointed. Oh, but that's Hollywood. In Hollywood, every hero that you had in your mind, it won't last. It won't last. Never meet your heroes. Connor. I like Heather. Gina. Meredith is not giving her phone to Seth because Seth will see all them young boys, not boys, but you know, to Meredith. A boy is like 29. That's what she's talking to. Because he was like, I will give you my phone right away and you won't see anything. I was just like, oh, not a man volunteering his phone. And Meredith was just like, no, I don't want to do that because I don't want to break the trust. Girl, Meredith, who you banging in Utah? Who you banging? Who you banging at Sundance? Oh, yes. She definitely, Baba, I agree. She definitely has those Brooke Shields eyebrows. Okay, I have to wash this hair. I'm about to, like, when I'm done here, I got my little aloe vera mixture that I'm going to put on my scalp and massage it because, baby, I need it. The pint, Simply Simone, the pint. Black Lavender said, if I had that tie rice suit, I would definitely Mac Heather. Heather's a sweetie. The thing is, she's just like she's Charlotte Russe. Ain't nothing wrong with Charlotte Russe, you know what I mean? But she's trying to hang with Fendi. Yep, Athea is very right. Talk about Meredith's husband. He wants validation and attention, the validation and attention that she gave him, but she has evolved. She's a different person. I cannot wait to see that episode, Gina, where Bryce is just like, Jen was showing her coochie. No, he said she was flashing her vagina. Ew. I actually might watch that after this live. How many people we have in the room? We got 164 in the room and 89 likes. Guys, let's get the likes up. She-Ra and the Merediths. They're going to go to war. Oh, so I really have to watch this third episode because you guys are going in. Yeah, I like this show too, Jazzy. I think it's good. I don't know why they're not getting the views that they need to. Yeah, Josie, are we talking about if we're talking about Meredith? I absolutely agree. Her eyes got so big when he said that. She was just like, "Now you know we didn't discuss this," and you know the producer was just like, "Keep going, keep going." Oh, Shawnette, y'all are so shady. Shawnette Honey said, "I think the two Merediths don't like the wrestler because she's plus size and doesn't have a husband." Absolutely. Let's be real here, right? If she had a better weave, right? Better fashions, drove a better looking car, like a luxury car. If she had a snatched waist, dainty little shoulders, and small arms, and maybe a not so prominent chin. Look, if she got the work that they got done, they would be all over her. They would be all over her. They are excluding her because she's not as feminine presenting as they are, and because I'm not saying she don't have the coin, but she doesn't invest her coins into the things that they do. They invest their coins into fashion and looking like what do they call fashion bloggers. That's what they like to look like. The girls on the front row at fashion week. Heather is about building her business. You'll see her on the front row of like a business insider or Forbes TED talk or something like that. That's what you'll see her. She's more business minded. She's not really the fashion girl. Those girls like being the face of something. Heather likes being the boss of her business. That's the difference. Meredith got text messages, pictures, videos. She got the whole thing. That's why she don't want her husband to see it. I think the husband Seth is trying to shame Meredith into like being a family, like being his wife again. I think he's just like, if I embarrass her enough or I say enough things about how she's not the same person, or she doesn't treat me like the husband I am, that I want to be to her, then maybe she'll feel bad for not doing this, and maybe she'll see it on camera and be like, oh my goodness, I should have treated him better. Or she'll hear in the confessional, while the producer is asking us questions, she'll hear how ridiculous it sounds that she's okay with us being separated when I'm clearly not. I'm telling you guys, I think she likes this where they're at. Like, there are some women who get to the point in their lives and their marriages where they're just like, you know what? We can have separate homes. I'm totally okay with it. Some men are not like that because a lot of men like to have somebody to take care of them. You know what I mean? But, after the kids are gone, the woman is just like, I've been cleaning up after everybody this entire relationship. I don't want to clean up after you anymore. Wash your own underwear. You know what I mean? Clean your own dishes. You know what I mean? Put your own house in order. I want to be left alone. I enjoy you. I enjoy you. Let's go out to dinner. Let's bang in a car. But then after that, we're going to go to our own separate places. A lot of women are like that. After a couple years in marriage, not a couple, but after, some years in marriage, they're just like, ugh. I can live in another place and still be in this. Maybe that time away from you will give me the space to breathe and explore things that I want to do that I put on hold for you and for our children. Now let me explore those things. And I still, want to be with you, but I want to be with you in a new normal. I want to change our situation because this situation worked for you. It no longer works for me. I think that's what it is. I think she likes the way her relationship is. I think she likes her being in Utah and him being in Chicago and then him flying in, every other, week or so to, be daddy for 3 days and then go. I hope I'm not like that. I hope I'm not like that because guys, when I'm in relationships, I'm just like, ooh, is this gonna be forever? I get so I won't say annoyed, but I just check out. Hopefully I could find a man to keep me checked in. Because I just feel like, oh, mm, we have to talk every day. For how long? Oh my god, this one guy, if I would not yeah, maybe that was wrong. I wouldn't call him for like 3 or 4 days, sometimes a week. And he'd be like, are we still in this? And I'm like, yes. I just, oh God. Oh, my poor husband. I'm a Sagittarius. It is what it is. Yes, like. Yeah, Tracy. I think Heather probably has more money than a lot of them. She's just not a flashy person. That not fashion and all that stuff doesn't concern every woman. You know what, Jazzy Go? I don't know. I don't know what their cast trip is going to be, right? Because they have to, at some point, this cast has to encounter COVID. So where are they going to go? No idea. Yeah, Tony, it's definitely the time slot. It's definitely the time slot. A lot of people do not watch the show the night of. A lot of people watch it back on DVR or on YouTube. Well, Miss Brown Sugar, Heather was there, but Heather is Whitney's cousin. I think Meredith just doesn't want to be smothered. And that's okay. That's okay. Tony said, "Oh my goodness, Nikki, that's my situation. Now he wants to talk all the time, and he lives in Maryland. I'm in Toronto. Boy, go do something." Like it, Tony. It's so sweet, isn't it? It's so sweet, but it's just like I thought this would be different. I didn't think we needed to talk every day, or it was just like we weren't in a relationship. Like you know what I mean? Like I feel like if we talk about it, we established it is that this is what we're doing. All right, this is it. Do we have to keep on coming back and adjusting things, or if I didn't call you for 3 days, I'm not seeing somebody else. I'm living my best life. I enjoy me. I like hanging with Nikki. I enjoy her. She's a good time. She's a good time girl. She has great advice. She's funny. She's beautiful. We have the same style. We have the same taste. I enjoy her company. That's who I'm with. That's who I'm hanging out with. I'm not hanging out with nobody else. It's me and Nikki. Nikki and Nicole, besties. I like putting my feet up and watching, holiday shows on Food Network and eating. Yes, I would love to do that with you, but at some point you would have to go home. Like, oh, you still here? Oh God, am I Gwyneth Paltrow? Oh God, I'm Gwyneth Paltrow. Jazzy said, I'm like that. My boyfriend is ready to get engaged. I'm like in love with you. And the answer is yes. But can we live separate? Why? There are so many women who are like this. You know what, man? Y'all got to start picking up after yourself. Y'all got to start helping in the kitchen. Y'all have to start helping. It can't, I think women get into these situations and it's just like, I I don't want to have a big kid than little kids. And that's what it is. It's because how society has, straight relationships. It's like the woman is the caretaker and the man is the provider. And even if you're in like these alternative, new normal relationships, somebody still has to fall into that role. And I think women just get tired. Women get tired and just stop either doing stuff or they bounce. Runaway moms, child. Is separate homes that bad? Even like, what if they're connected? What if they're connected? Is that bad? Do we gotta be? Oh my goodness, me and my family, we didn't get into an argument, but my mom was like, "That is unrealistic, Nikki." I said, when I get married, I want to have like my own room and my own bathroom. My mom was like, "That's unrealistic," and I was like, "Really?" Because I don't care how old I am, I'm going to have a pink sparkly room. That's just it. And if my man is okay with living in that, fine. But I just don't know what grown man is going to want to wake up to all that sparkle every day. I can stomach it because that's who I am. But out of respect, I was just like, I'll have my pink sparkly room. I won't sleep in there all the time. Sometimes I'll come and I'll sleep in your bland room. But I'm gonna have my pink sparkly room. That's what I'm having. I'm having my own bathroom because I'm not sharing a bathroom with a man. Absolutely not. I don't want to do that. My mom's just like, Nikki, you're not sharing a bathroom. No, I don't want to share a bathroom with a man. I was forced to share a bathroom with women. You think I want to share a bathroom with them? I don't want to share a bathroom with anybody, to be quite honest with you. Let me find my toddler trying to potty train and my bathroom hideaway, mama's sparkly bathroom. Go over to your daddy bathroom, not in mama's sparkly bathroom. I just want the home goods and I got all this stuff. You're not going to be in here breaking my stuff. I'm Gwyneth Paltrow. I'm Gwyneth Paltrow. Wow. Discovery is good. Discovery is good. And you know what, guys? I think I'm okay with it. Who knows? Everything will probably change. I'll probably be so in love if I'm still on YouTube. Y'all be like, oh my goodness, Nikki, is he in your room? And I'm like, oh my God, no, guys. It's our room. Who knows? Men change your mind so much. You don't know who you are when you're in a relationship with them things. Those humans. Yeah, Missy B too. I have to go back and watch the third episode. I didn't even know about that. I don't know. No, I don't think they taped this 2 years ago because remember it was announced at BravoCon last year. So maybe they were filming it that year. I don't know. Maybe they're filming it in 2019. See, all the women. I don't want a man around all the damn time. That don't mean you don't love them, right? That don't mean you don't want to be in a relationship with them. But let me just have my me time. Let me have my me time. I'm gonna have to be in a relationship where he understands that I have girls trips. You know what I mean? And then I have solo trips. Oh God. I don't know. Now I feel bad. I feel bad. Oh God. Because what if I have a husband like Meredith's husband? He's just like, oh, you're gonna go, to Tahiti without me? Oh well, there was a spa I wanted to check out by myself. Sagittarius is, man. We could be loners for a real long time. And when we get, when we feel a little like we need something, we'll hop into a relationship, but then we'll be like, oh, let me dial it back. Oh, who knows? This all could change. This all could change for the right wealthy king. Oh, Mel! I love that. Mel said, I was thinking maybe a duplex. It's still the same building, so it should be good. Come on, ladies. Let's start thinking outside the box. Oh, Tony, it might be a millennial thing. But let's talk about our grandmothers, right? Our grandmothers and our moms. All of a sudden, moms have their crafting room, right? It was just like, oh no, I just have a room where I craft. She don't be in there making a damn thing. She is just in there getting away from everybody. She's not making nothing, but she spent so much time and money crafting this craft room. And you're so happy for her because you're just like, oh, mommy has a hobby and she's going to be in there making Christmas wreaths and sweaters and gloves. She's in there doing absolutely nothing. She walks into her craft room with her Cricut, her Chris cut, whatever that thing is. I'm going to go make some cards for the holidays. Walks up in there, locks the door behind her, put the Cricut down, bring up her little comfy chair, put her feet up, get her little box of wine from her fridge, and she's there watching her shows, watching Snapped for 9 hours. And then you're like, the husband knocks on the door. Oh, come on in, honey. Yeah, I'm just finishing up this scarf. I'll be down for, oh, you need me to make dinner? Sure. I'm on my way. She ain't crafting nothing in that room, guys. She's getting away from you. She's getting away from you. Oh yeah, Aaliyah, me and you are in the same boat. My mom was like, that ain't realistic. That ain't realistic. But baby, when it happens, I'm gonna let her know. Oh, good for you, Jazz. You got a good one. See, Shawnette, and that's probably why they've been married for 50 years. They both have their own space so they can breathe. Yes, Shawnette, I want my own wing. I want my own wing. Oh no, Tony, yes, I want my own wing. Don't touch my bathroom. Yeah, especially when you're only child, Missy B too. Oh yeah, see, Jazzy, you got a good situation. I know that's what I'm saying, Micheline. Everything might change. I might see me posting, my baby potty training on my silver bedazzled toilet. And I'm like, isn't she so adorable? Don't get in the comment section and be like, you said this will never happen. Yes, QK. It's exactly what a crafting room is. Because think about it. Has she ever made anything? No. You're like, Mom, you got a whole crafting room. Why are you buying a wreath at TJ Maxx? Oh, shut up. She's not making anything. That's her hideaway. Or her she shed. Come on. Come on. She's not doing nothing in that she shed, but getting away from the family. Gina said, don't go into my wrapping paper room. Yes. I know. Listen, women of today, we're forging a new way. Shannon and Van, I would love it. I wish I knew how to do that. Gina said, my mom has a sewing room. What has she made, Gina? What has she made? QK, what? QK says that Barbara Streisand has an underground shopping mall. The wealth. The wealth. See? Pepe said, my sister hides in her closet for an hour at a time to get away from her toddler. My friend used to send me videos of her kids trying to break into the bathroom. And she's like, I'm not even doing nothing in here. I'm just sitting on the toilet. But they're trying to break in using pencils and everything to open the door. And I keep on saying, I'm okay. A she bar. Yes. Yeah, that's what I want. I want my own wing. I want my own wing. That don't mean I don't love him. I want to be, all up under him like it's cold winter time. Of course, I want to be hugged up with you. But then I gotta go. You know what, guys? My crafting room is gonna be my YouTube studio. I'm like, okay, babe, I gotta go do a live. He better not check my schedule. Hey, I thought you were in here doing a YouTube video. Huh? Oh, wait, let me set my camera up. That is the new crafting room, the YouTube studio. Oh God. Yeah, Tony, Will and Jada are like that, but I think they were separated when they did that. And plus, they have a compound. So you can live like that on a compound. Their home is like the same size as the Pentagon. Like they have a compound in a state, the Mall of America. They don't ever have to leave their home. Yeah, sometimes. Oh, me too. Me too. I can't wait for Love at the Lockup tonight. This is the new season, right, guys? Oh gosh, Michael. God. Have we, y'all know all the tea? Have we found out the child that Michael neglected? Because Michael is locked up for child neglect. Was it his child or was it somebody else's child that he was neglecting? It could be his kid. He could pop up this season or next season and be like, oh, I got a baby. I wouldn't be surprised. Mel Fitness, thank you so much for the super chat. Mel said, I want my own closet that has a washer and a dryer so I could do laundry for 3 hours every day. I hate more than anything a messy laundry room. I'm the same way. I'm the same way. Thank you for the super chat, Mel Fitness. I'm the same way. There was one time where I was late on a live. No, not a live. I'm always late. I was late to an audition because my room was so messy. And I was like, I was so torn. I was just, I have to get out here to get to this audition. But I felt sick because I was like, I can't come back to this room like this. So my mom walks in because my mom and my sisters, if they can, normally drive me to my auditions because, I'm normally need to like go over lines. And, your nerves are so bad. If you can avoid driving it, if you live in LA and you're an actor, if you can avoid driving in LA traffic on your way to an audition, you will. Because it's so chaotic to drive anywhere in LA, especially if you're on your way to an audition. So my mom was driving me and she came in and she was just like, what? I'm out there waiting for you. What are you doing? I'm in my room mopping. I was like, I just want to clean this up real quick before. She said, girl, come on. Like, I can't. I don't know what that is, guys. I wish I could be better with that, but I can't. It kills me. Kills me. One time I woke up at 2 a.m. because I could not fully sleep because my bathroom was a mess. And when I had used it, I was like, oh, later on tonight, I'm going to come back here and I'm going to clean this bathroom. I'll put all my products in. I'm Black. So, we got to put, the Ajax and the bleach cleaners and the ammonia and the awesome. And you got to let that marinate in the tub and on the sink for a while. So I'm like, yeah, I'll clean it up tonight. Fell asleep, but I could not fully sleep because my mind was thinking about that bathroom. So I just woke up and I just started scrubbing that bathroom now. My mom gets up and she's like, oh, I heard something going on. And my neighborhood is so safe. Well, no neighborhood is like actually safe, but it's just like nobody's getting robbed out here. My mom's like, I thought somebody broke in to rob us. Girl, we ain't in Philly no more. So she comes in the bathroom and she sees me. She's just like, are you okay? Is something going on? I'm like, no, I could not sleep. My bathroom was dirty. I could not sleep. My husband gonna love me. He gonna love me. Oh God. Yep, that's you. You gotta let that marinate. You gotta let that Ajax marinate. I sure did. I sure did. So I'm the same way, Mel. I cannot leave a dirty space. Because the thing is, I guess I have anxiety, right? So I'm thinking about it the whole day. I'm thinking about that dirty room. And then I'm just like coming back to it. I'm uncomfortable because I can't be in a situation because I feel sick. So either way, it's going to get cleaned, but I'd rather clean it before I leave so that I don't spend the time while I'm out thinking about it, because I will. Oh, Jazzy, I've passed out so many times. I'm used to it. Like, I know when I'm about to pass out from like fumes, like when my chest starts getting a little scratchy, I'm like, okay, let me step outside. Let me step outside. Like, remember that time when I did a live and I had just like, I had put the stuff down on my bathroom and I was like, listen, I don't know how long I'm gonna be on here because I got my tub is being marinated right now, so I don't know. I don't know how long I'm gonna be on here. Oh, thank you, Janice. Please send it to me. Oh, it was a boy, probably Maria's. Don't Maria got like 20-year-old kids? Oh my gosh. If Maria has a child, like a young child, oh God, Michael, is that your baby? You still with Maria? Oh my goodness, Michael. Pepe said apparently it was a friend's kid that he neglected, but there's speculation that his friend is actually a woman of the night and he's her manager. You know, I always thought that about him and Maria because for me, Maria, when they met and when she was on the show, an active prostitute. I wouldn't be surprised if he's pimping her out. Oh God. And that's his baby. Oh my goodness. Oh, her grandson. Okay. No, I didn't. Jazzy, can you send it to me on my Instagram? The Real Housewives of Potomac cast show, reunion show, photo. I didn't see it. Yeah, I can see Michael being a pimp. I can see Michael being a pimp, and I can see Sarah still wanting to be with him. Anyway, guys, let me get out of here because I gotta eat and then watch Love with the Lockup and take this freaking makeup off my face. Oh, child, girl. I got some fun stuff coming for y'all. That's all I'm gonna say. Anyway, thank you guys for sharing your time and spending some time with me to talk about these dry, dusty shows. I know we're more or less just coming here to hang out, and I love it. I love hanging out with you guys. I will see you later on tonight at 7:30 Pacific Standard Time for the new episode of Love After Lockup. I think this is now going to be Life After Lockup. So I'll see you tonight. Love you guys. Thank you so much for joining me. See you soon. Bye. Mwah. Mwah. Model genius. Spoiler alert. Giselle looks tacky. I love you guys. Oh, one day we'll meet in person. One day.